do my best to describe the scenario to you in every step of the way.
I think I could see it on my phone, but I might need you to move me around.
Okay, not a problem. You got it. I'll try to describe like attack ranges and stuff like that if they come up in that demeanor.
Okay.
Okie dokie dokie. So we left off with Hazel missing, sort of. Orston stealing or sleight of handing a personal item from himself. Then we had Pills making something. I don't know if it was him who made it disappear or if it was just a stroke of luck upon his contact with attempting to acquire it that made it vanish before his eyes, but also take a good sum of gold with it. However, you guys' pockets are definitely lined and filled and wealthy to all comparisons. So I hope that you guys don't have any foul feelings to one single item slipping in the mists. Pills, to my understanding, has the rest of the items currently in his possession, anything that wasn't held or dealt out. Otherwise, you guys dove into the pits of riches and goods. Got 2 of the 3. 1 was the only one recovered to the knowledge of the team. An onyx dog, a little figurine of sorts. You guys kind of come out of the little domain in which the treasures were found. So let me go ahead and remove some all this bright stuff. Go ahead.
Can we upload the characters?
Oh, yes, let me update that. Sorry, let me. Going through each one right now. 1 sec. Wrath, please look over your character and make sure everything's correcto.
I'll try.
Orston, look over your character.
I think I leveled it up before I left
Yes,
last round.
It's 6. I just mean like make sure that everything like nothing's missing. Sometimes when we update, there's like a break in communication between D&D Beyond and what you may or may not have had on your character here.
Yeah, I'm missing a language, I think.
Okay.
I'm missing bird folk.
Hazel, can you verify your character and Pills?
Yeah.
There you go, Orston.
Looks good.
I think I'm missing.
It could be items. Worst case scenario.
Spell.
Oh,
What?
great.
How does that work?
What are you missing?
Spell.
What's the spell you could be missing?
Should be Dispel Magic. It's a pickup for level 6.
It did not import, but I can add it. No problem. 1 sec. I got it in here.
Weird.
Well, you know what? Let me check if I updated spells. To be honest.
Oh.
No, I didn't. That was my fault. I didn't update your spells. 1 sec. I'll do that now. It lets me choose what I want to update. Normally, we know that there's like I don't have to update your name or your little things, because then it'll like wipe any little changes we do.
Right.
This spell magic is there. I see it now.
Cool.
Right. Otherwise, you guys just get out of digging through Scrooge McDuck's private vault, aka the Behir. You get quite a few values, and at the end of it, you walk away quite rich. But now you have to get out. What is the plan?
So. Yeah.
So remind me why we did a long rest here again.
You killed the.
Did we do a long rest?
Behir? No, you didn't. You did not do a long rest. You did a quick rest. You beat the Behir.
Oh, okay.
You would know that trying to okay, so before they left, you were warned that the Tao will most likely arrive. Now that the Bahir's
Yes.
treasures are unguarded, so you guys are kind of more in like the stint of trying to, uh, take what you can. You do have one of the main artifacts that you assume you came down here for, and now you guys just have to get out with all of it.
Okay. Sounds good. And then I remember I did detect magic, and that's how we found the 3 items.
Correct.
And
Mhm.
that was it, right? Okay.
And you got one of the 3. Technically, Orson has one, but that's private to the party.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Ugh. So we just finished a short rest, is that right? Sorry.
I believe you guys were taking a short rest from my notes. That's what I have down.
Okay. I think that sounds about right.
You guys are pretty
Should we
healthy,
get back
so-
to the surface then?
And then I was gonna put the rest of the items in
your
my vessel.
ring, and you wouldn't be able to get it until next rest. You made a comment about that.
Right. So that
Mhm.
means that's marked off. I don't have that.
You got it.
Okay.
You guys ready to get back up? I kind of
Yeah.
regret falling down here, but I don't know where you're from, Orston, but actually, where are you from?
I don't know.
Ah, I've had
You
those days
forgot?
too.
You lost your memory?
Oh, you lost your memory. I have.
Yeah, maybe I
forgotten
got hit on the head.
about that.
Yeah.
Right,
That's
right.
Maybe we have to help you to find it back.
the apprentice mage, guys. I really don't like being around corpses that just attract attention, and Miss Ellie isn't eating the Bahir, so I really think this is just really, really, really gonna get us caught by something else that might want to do worse things.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to see if I could get something from the Behir. I think that's where I left off last time.
Okay, what are you trying to get?
Did you say that? So last time I got some tendons, but then I kind of wanted to get the scales.
Give me athletics.
Sorry, can you do it for me?
Oh,
I can find a D20 dice, and I can do that if you want.
yeah. So look for that. In the meantime, I'll roll for you now.
Okay, cool.
A 21. You rip. I'll say you probably get. I mean, you pull off a bunch, but you could probably carry 5 comfortably.
Okay, I'll take 5.
All right. You got it. 12 scales. I'll add it shortly. You guys see Wrath make quick work of his foe before him. Or corpse, technically. Do you guys take any action or conversation with him during this time?
I feel like we should get out of here.
Oh yeah, me too.
Ooh. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, where are we going?
Let's get out of here first before the Dow comes around.
I think if we go across the bridge, we can go around the party. Right? If we take the bridge, which is the path we came here originally from,
You would avoid the party, yes.
it's the where we fought the Minotaur.
Oh, but this bridge not destroyed?
Oh,
I mean, I guess we could
yeah,
Come.
good point.
jump or laugh or
Some of you guys can jump, and some of us will fly.
that's what I mean. Or like, I mean, depending how deep the water is, if you can walk through there.
Do you need a ride on my shoulders, Pills?
Was
No,
it deep?
I'll go myself.
Okay.
How deep was it?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
It was more of a hard tide that would pull, more so than being deep. It was very comfortable for Wrath to stand in, but it would still pull at his legs if he had to stand there for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
You two should probably be able to make it.
You can sit on Ellie.
No, I'll be fine.
Ali made it through last time, no problem.
Yeah. So you can sit on Ellie.
Am I capable of carrying pills over?
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Phil's
No,
got it.
not with your strength.
What is Pills doing?
You got hollow
Pills
bones.
is doing some magic trick.
Okay. So you guys head down, making your
Yes,
way back to the bridge that got all
Making
beat
our
up.
way downtown.
Yeah. Miss Ali's like, "Ooh." She walks over and the bridge collapses.
Cool. I will.
Why can't I move myself? Oh.
I'm just gonna raise my hand up, and the dark, dirty dust
Oh,
will
there's a
pour
wall
out of the
there.
ring, coalesce around my feet, and cause me to lift up. And I will use my element of flight,
Mm.
and I will fly across this.
Don't
Does it-
forget you, Charles.
Charles isn't here right now. He's
Oh.
poofed
Does
away.
it give you spectral wings, or how would you describe your flying abilities?
So I would describe it as like a dust devil, kind of coalesced around my legs, kind of like the bottom of a genie.
Okay. I dig it. I dig it. You kind of just see this wave of pure arcane just arrive. You see the apprentice go, hey, how am I supposed to get across? The Verbene can climb and jump. I'm not that dexterous.
Can someone help him?
You could send Ellie, or
Orson, can you get him?
can
I don't think
we
I'm
can
that
carry
strong.
him between the two of us, maybe.
I will pick him up.
Between the two of you guys, I could. Oof, 2 negative ones. I'll honor it at disadvantage. That'll be
Just
cool.
get Wrath
I'm
to
curious.
throw him over.
Let's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably safer. Wrath is renowned for his throwing abilities.
That's how he started.
Sure, I can throw you. I'll take you and I'll take you by
Do you-
the belt and.
Do you have to throw me? Can you just take me with you?
Yeah, I can take you with you. I'll just put him on prop him on my shoulder.
He clings to you like a young child, even though he is a grown adult. And he's just like, oh, this is much less hostile to my feebleness. Thank you. As you get across, he just kind of plops down. Okay. Lead the way safely out of here. You guys continue forward. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. You guys arrive back at the Guano Cave. Dun, dun. Do you guys walk through the
I
same?
fly over the guano.
Miss Ellie's just like
I can't actually.
just crushing
There
stuff.
we go.
I'll drag some of you guys as I can. Up ahead, you guys eventually all make it back to the general corridor where it all began. Ignore where you guys are getting pushed. It's
Yeah,
just
what's
because
the
of the way you
box?
stick it.
Why is there a box?
Is that me?
Black
Is
box.
that following me?
What box? Sorry.
I mean, when I scroll out, I see like kind of where the characters are. It looks like.
Oh, when I drag you guys,
Ah.
when the DM pulls you, you get vision of wherever it is the walls you pass. So you probably see it like spam visual cues if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, it looks like the vision isn't based on where we are anymore.
Correct. You guys are now here.
Yeah.
That's why I force moved you guys to make it because there are so many walls in the way. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you
Yeah.
guys are walking through, do you guys see down here now or no, or is it like all crazy?
Yeah. There's just like a
Okay,
shaded
Yeah.
square above
I
us.
see down there, but there's light everywhere. A lot of other places too.
Gotcha. Yeah. So wherever there's light, normally, you guys would always have vision of if the map was completely lit up, which it is. So like if I do this, that should change it back to where you guys are, right?
Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
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 Gotcha. Sorry about that. As you guys hustle through the caves back through the guano and through the little intertwining, briefly prior, you guys do recall, whoops, that there was a little cave with the Minotaur that the Minotaur is no longer in. Did anyone want to go back that way prior to passing it?
No, not me.
Oh.
I'll go
Yeah.
loot it.
Yeah.
Okay, Pills and or go back. Okay. Orston and Pills, you guys head back that way. Doo-doo. You guys saw the massive crossbow prior. As you guys look inside, you see a huge little catacomb where there was a makeshift bed of stones and debris shoved and riddled all over to make the comfort as pleasant as possible for a large creature. There are spikes all over the place as if this was purposefully placed and or thrown in this direction in the attempts of a fiercely fought battle. There are large weapons, much larger than your bodies, that show off as if giants or larger or other species smaller than them but larger than you were wielding them. Though both of you may make a investigation check, or one of you at advantage. You decide.
Is your investigation better than mine, Pills?
I don't know what yours is, but mine's pretty good.
Mine's
So passive.
19.
Yours
Mine.
is better.
Okay. You want me to do
what have
mine
you
at
got?
advantage?
Oh, you must have expertise. Yeah, go ahead. I will. Oh, actually, hold on. I will also. Never mind.
Sorry.
No worries.
You glance around as Pills kind of points out all the potential looting locations where something could or couldn't be. You immediately find some basic things. You find a belt that has these strong string of items. It almost has like little capsules in each one, though. Orston, you would not know what these belong in. Pills, you can give me a intelligence check to see if you can quickly place them.
No.
It looks like a string of things. It's a belt with little tips on it that have about, I'd say, 5 in little slots as if used to reload something. Which would you be holding it, Orston, or would you pass it to Pills, or take it at all?
I'll go ahead and pass it to Pills. He probably knows better than me with this.
It's just basic metal casings. There seems to be something inside of them, and there's 5 on the belt total. There's a slot for a total of 8 to be held with it. Furthermore, I am curious on something actually. Let me check something. Check for you guys.
Are guns a thing in this world, and are they widely known?
Well, you rolled with your roll. You have an idea that this can go to something, but you can't put your finger on it. Just because you're kind of like underground right now, you're not thinking the wide open world. You're restricting yourself to what could be down here, and it's very out of place. This does not belong here. You recognize it though, but you need to test it to be sure of what it is.
Okay.
Like you gotta light one of the casings on fire to see it blow up to be like, that's ammo. These don't look like the typical ones you've seen. You've seen more like shotgun gauges, more so than these that are more for like a rifle of sorts. But you wouldn't catch that quite right
Okay.
away.
It's like it's modern style ammunition and not like a.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like you get the gist of what they should be. Yeah, but they're not your typical round bullets that are just melted metal. These definitely have
Like a
some kind of
musket ball,
encapsulation to it. Yeah. Furthermore, as you look around, Orson, you find a very hardened plate. It seems to be like full armor, and it's almost completely unscathed outside of the fact that there's some minor scuffs and scratches. It's heavy when you pick it up.
Can I investigate it to further? Is there any pockets on this?
It's a full armor plate. It's a plate of armor with no pockets, just beautifully adorned in the sense of the metal. Very, very minimal dents considering what it probably has gone through to be left here without a body. no stains of any blood on it, and it looks almost as if when it was removed without anything being left behind but the armor itself.
Okay, so Orsten's pretty greedy, so he's gonna try and take that.
Okay.
Wait, we can
You-
sell.
As you pick it up,
The
you're like,
rat.
man,
my
it's 65 pounds. It's a heavy piece. Both of you guys recognize
Okay.
its weight.
Maybe we should make Wrath carry this.
No, we should sell it to him.
Brilliant.
Rob,
You
you know what? They're taking so long there.
Should we
later down the
call him in the
line,
room?
What's going on
before
over there?
that, before that,
but I get a sneaking suspicion that they're talking about me.
his ears are burning. You also find a very cleanly crafted, as you pick it up, Pill, and you see Orsten kind of moving the plate, you see this other little kind of tubular, like wooden item fall. But where it should be full of dirt, grime, growth, maybe even, everything falls right off of it the moment the plate armor is moved, and you understand it to be a blowgun. It must be enchanted because it is as clean as can be upon picking it up.
Ooh.
Is my
I kinda
character
gave it
capable
full
of using that?
I'm not sure who can use it, to be honest. I'd have to look, but
Would it be considered a simple or martial weapon?
I believe it's a simple weapon.
Oh,
No, it's a
you
martial.
will.
Just kidding. It's martial range. I lied.
Then I
well,
cannot.
Maybe.
I think I got the bullets that I gave to Pills.
Yeah, you handed him the bullets, and then he found the little blowgun, and
Oh,
then
I
you
mean-
found the armor.
Yeah, you put the bullets in my inventory. I
Oh.
mean,
Gotcha. One sec. All right, okay. Since you don't want to have any part in it. There you go. And then the armor. One second, let me put that in your inventory real quick. It's heavy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna be
Or-
over encumbered. Oh God, yes I am.
You can carry it, but you are definitely slowed, and you have disadvantage to any moves until you hand it off to someone else. But at this time, you are the one carrying it.
Okay.
Can I help him? Can I carry it like half of it?
Sure, I'll say, well, both of you guys are working together. You can safely move through the tunnel, but if you guys had to run, it'd be a hilarious scene.
All right.
Pills, you walk away with 5 bullets and a blowgun with no darts. Very good
Yeah.
call.
Before we leave, I'll just kind of poke Orsten with the blowgun. Like I don't know that I can use this thing. Do you want this? Do you know how to use these?
I'll take it, but I don't think I can use it.
I mean,
Maybe I
it's just
could
a
learn
martial
how to
range
use it.
weapon.
I don't think Orson uses ranged weapons, that's why. Well, you have a crossbow hand.
I use range, but I don't have
Yeah.
martial. I have simple.
Oh.
Makes sense. Nonetheless, you
Yeah.
pass it over. It's still a range item. For the most part, you're like, huh, potential, maybe someone in the rest of the party can use it. As you guys haul this armor, both of you guys give me a stealth check. Let's see how quiet you are arriving back to your party, or if you guys are like making a bunch of noise walking over like a sheet of thunder metal. Orton's quiet. Let's see you, Pills. Do you drop your half?
I'm gonna use one of these. Thank God I did.
You guys just walk up so quietly you can hear the conversation happening between the rest of them. Go ahead, Wrath and Hazel. What would you guys be discussing with the mage and the Verbene, Martin, and Miss Allie about your companions, or not about them during this time?
Taking so
see-
long.
You
We're
see, I
flying,
think-
by the way. We're still flying.
You got it. You guys are very quietly hovering in the air,
Oh my
floating
God.
towards
If
them.
it hasn't been 10 minutes. If it's been less than 10 minutes since
No,
I started.
yeah. Absolutely.
Didn't use it a
I
long
don't know.
time.
I don't think Orson would ever steal from us. You know, he seems like a new stand-up guy. What are your thoughts?
Oh, well, I was never accusing one of our members kind of prove that they're
And
dealing.
I mean, if we
something.
trust Pills, I mean, we should probably just trust Orson too, right?
Right, and Pilz is like Pilz is small, but he's a nice guy. I mean, he wants everything, but I think he's just like, how should I say? He's just so interested in everything, and he wants to know everything.
Oh, I see. How did you guys meet, by the way?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
I think when we arrived town, we just like,
We did. We just arrived in town, and there was like some earthquakes.
yeah, right, and
Oh,
we
is that what
kind
they
of
call it? Oh, okay.
what was it called? He like wanted to rob us, and yeah, he stuck to me and Ellie then, and since then we also had like then we went to the tavern and like got rooms and yeah.
Raph, give me an insight check.
All right. I got a D20 on me.
All right, roll it. Call it.
I got a nat 11. I have no idea what my modifiers are.
Your
Nice.
modifier for an insight is a +6, so a 17. You look at Hazel and you're like, you arrive at town and an earthquake brings you together. And then Pete the Thief bundles the two of you together, and then he sticks to you from then on. And then you guys get a room together and get
I thought that we get to the room together, we get room.
It sounds
No, it's up to rats and fiction, but it's an interesting tale.
But whatever.
that's a very. Oh, look! I think I see something in the air. Just kidding.
Yeah. Oh my god, finally! What took so long?
What's that?
two
Oh,
angels that
oh,
sit
it's
upon
just-
you in plate armor.
Oh my god.
It's just these two. What is that? The apprentice yells
Yeah,
out.
what are
to
you
you.
carrying with you?
Nothing.
Or
What is this?
that's
What are you holding?
definitely heavy enough that two of you have to carry it, because clearly one of you couldn't, or can't, or wouldn't, or didn't need to. I'm not quite sure. Wrath, what do you think? You're the bigger dude.
I don't know. It looks kind of weird. I don't know if I should carry it around.
Can we sell it?
Really, you don't want to carry this
You see
I mean-
beautiful armor. It's pretty
on your
nice.
person?
Can I see if they're trying to like use me?
I mean, give
Or-
me an
Well,
investigation
they're
check.
trying to cheat me out. On
Give me an
this.
investigation as you look at this armor.
All right. Oh shoot. Nat 13.
15. It is solid armor. It's heavy, equal to yours, but it's solid. It's not chainmail. So you feel as if this might provide full protection compared to your chainmail. I don't honestly know if I know what it does, but I honestly don't know if it actually is a huge AC difference for you though.
Okay.
See, that's a 16 AC. Let me
Plus
check.
2 based off of just the unidentified.
Is my current chainmail?
yeah. It's actually way better than what you're wearing. Yeah.
Is my
It's
current chainmail at all like special to me?
You tell me. I mean, it's the only thing you've been wearing for quite some time, but it's not that that you're attached to it. In my opinion, it's just more or less it's
Okay.
the one thing that's protected you, and you just couldn't afford anything better. But this piece of armor is well made. Why it's down here without a person is very curious, but at the same time, the two most digger-like individuals found it, so less questions, better rewards.
And then
I don't know.
can I actually carry it, or is it too heavy for me, or do I have to like?
You could
swap it
actually
out?
wear it. You could wear it
Okay.
if you wanted to.
So I mean, I probably won't carry it around, guys, because it kind of looks a little heavy. But I don't mind, just wearing it right now if you guys got like a couple minutes. But how'd you guys find it? Does it smell? Is it cursed? Am I gonna be cursed when I wear this? What do you think? And I look at the apprentice too. What was that?
He's like stuck for his words, but go on, team.
Yeah. Does this look suspicious? Like dark, or am I getting some dark vibes from this apprentice? Like, is this safe? Would you wear this if it was you?
I couldn't.
Spend some time and take a look at it.
I couldn't wear that. That's too heavy. He stares at it.
But does it look like it'll like crush me if I wear it?
he gets like a little bit of some kind of ointment of some
Kill me?
sort, and he pours it on the armor, and it just slides right off as if it was perfectly kind of waxed. That should stick to almost anything, and it didn't. This must be good.
Whoa. Okay. Well, I guess my you guys will see how much I really sweat around here. I guess.
As you go about
So-
doffing and donning the equipment, everyone's kind of there for a brief 10 to 12 minutes as you're struggling to put it on and get some assistance. Go ahead, Phil.
Oh, I was
Or
going to
sorry.
say I can take a look at it if you want.
Do you want to look at it before you put it on?
Sure. While I'm getting dressed, you could kind of take a look at it.
I mean, yeah, you could, as long as he's like standing there with the item, you could identify it, or does it have to be off a person? I don't know how that works. I don't see why you couldn't.
I
As
don't
long as
know
you're
that it
there.
specifies.
Yeah, I feel like as long as you're within the perimeter of it, it should work. No, you just
I have
touch
no
it.
idea.
Touch.
You could just keep a
Touch the
finger on it if you want while I'm changing. Just kidding.
You give him a hand, literally. You identify it. Doo-doo.
Do you have to
What
have
is it?
magic to identify things?
You have to have the identify spell.
So identify spell, I can't argue that you don't know it. Otherwise, you can roll whatever I tell you to roll, and then it depends on your character background, your character backstory, and whether or not I believe your character would have ever crossed it. So technically, no. It's more or less based on theme.
Okay, I was just wondering if I could identify the equipment I have while
You
they're
can
doing that.
attempt to in an intellectual base, unless it's something you'd be specialized in. Otherwise, it's more like a high guess, unless you roll nat 20 and I somehow figure out a way to fudge you all the information.
Okay, can I attempt to guess?
Okay, which equipment are you looking at specifically?
It's just called unidentified
Oh, got it.
equipment.
We have
trinket?
two. Oh, yeah, sorry, never mind. Let me get rid of the armor, my bad. The equipment, yeah. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check. You heard mention of a dog figurine. Yours too is almost figurine in sense, though it looks more bestial. You can't identify what beast specifically is. You kind of briefly give it a glance and feel it over. But you know if you gave it more attention without the worry of others discovering it right away, that you'd grasp it probably more.
Okay, dang. I'll wait.
Pills.
Wrath, were you able to see what the description was?
He might not if he's not on the stream, yeah, on his phone. So you could describe it to him or tell him.
So it's adamantine plate. So it's 18 AC, and any critical hit against you becomes a normal hit. So you can't be crit anymore.
Ooh, wow. Nice.
And that puts your AC at 20 currently with your general setup.
Great. I feel pretty durable right about now. Kind of tough. Hit me.
Well,
Hit me with something. Just kidding. Just do it.
While we're
Hit or
talking
miss.
about armor, I will recast mage armor.
You got
Just
it.
to
You
keep it up.
reproc. You got it. You reproc mage armor. Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys are back at the stairs in which Wrath walked down with over curiosity. Well, he didn't really walk down. It was a pit that he jumped in and everyone fell in and it just went on and on. But there's stairs.
Whoa.
You guys go up them.
There were stairs here the whole entire time to get out.
We came down there, or?
Did-
We came down there.
Yeah, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
just the way we came in.
Oh. Okay. I believe you guys.
Wrath
You
walked in a
first.
circle.
Guy with the big armor.
I walk first. I walk forward into places I don't know. So
You know
Yeah.
it.
move me how you will.
You move forward. As you do, you realize that there's just this weird sense in the air. It gets foggy as you start moving up the stairs and heading to where you believe you'd previously been. But it's as if something has played a trick on you.
Have I been here
You-
before?
You head up, and you feel as if perhaps these stairs led you somewhere that should be yet familiar, but you all find yourselves in a kind of chasm-ish opening, leading only one way through yet another continuous winding set of caves. Within this immediate cave, there's growth of different fungi and mushrooms that could or couldn't be dangerous in any kind of consumption end. Otherwise, there are no creatures or noises, at least not at this immediate moment.
I can have Charles go scout out some paths if you guys want.
I'd like to
Sure.
try and pick a mushroom too.
So always the best choice. You pick a mushroom, easy.
Orston wants to make poison, hopefully.
You hold onto your mushroom in hopes of what it could do. Do you send out Charles pills?
Yeah, I'll send Charles out.
Get Charles back. Huh?
They're just
Yeah.
not deid, so I just
That's
put
what-
Yeah,
them
yeah,
out.
yeah. You could just vamp them in and out. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I think I had him here floating around you guys invisibly, but I'll re-add him because I don't see him. There's
There's
Charles.
blood here on the
There
ground.
is blood. There's corpse bones. There's dead bodies. There's 3 of them. They're not new, but something happened here quite a bit ago, and it was enough to stain.
Above us, is it open air?
It is not. It's probably about a 40-foot ceiling. That's kind of natural
Okay.
cavern. It doesn't look like it's carved or anything kind of purposefully built up there. It's just a natural, opening. And Pills, because you are from down under on average of your experimental travels, you do not see any ropers or anything dangerous that is clinging there invisibly or trying to be. It seems to be a pretty safe cavern considering the death around you.
Well, it seems like it's only one path forward.
Charles
As I send
continues.
Charles.
They see their first skeleton, and then webs, and then a fork in the road that prongs out.
I will pop into Charles' head as I continue on here. So what is the distance on there? I think it's like hold on.
I think it's like 120 feet or something, or 100 feet.
100 feet.
Yeah, you should be within 100
Oh,
feet.
it's 100 for me to communicate with it.
Yeah, you're good as long. Pretty much up to this point, you should be solid. So I don't foresee any issues up to now.
Just wondering how far I can go.
You are good. I'll tell you when you lose connection.
Okay.
Charles
Yeah,
flies through and
but-
sees. Go ahead and just kind of describe to me, Charles, and Pills from Charles's point of view. As you're technically Pills, just kind of speaking out what
Flying
you're
a
seeing.
drone.
Yeah, basically. Kind of prepare you allies.
It just looks like a bunch of caverns, and then there's a fork in the pathway.
Second, I paused it real quick.
I don't know if you guys can't see. Can you guys see what I see?
I don't know if they can see Charles. Let me check.
Can you
I
see
can.
what I see?
No, because we are with you down there.
Hold on.
We're waiting for Charles to communicate
No,
with
you
you.
can see.
Yeah, if you guys click out of your character or clicks over
Yeah.
here to select Charles, you'd have vision of Charles. Charles currently would only see a couple mold spiders down each alleyway, and then mold spiders, threat to
Okay.
you guys.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about those. He's flying also, so.
Yeah. You may continue.
We'll go down the short one first.
As you head down, it continues, going toward the left arc, almost as if it's
It
connecting.
looks like it
together.
goes the same way as the other one, but we'll see.
As Charles moves up this far, you all of a sudden hear nothing in vision, nothing immediately around you. In fact, an echo eventually arrives at the team, and they hear.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't see anything yet. We'll try to go forward very, very quietly.
Give me stealth check for Charles.
Does he smell anything weird?
Your choice: perception or stealth. One of them's priority. You can click his character. He has stats.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's missing
Or yeah,
his
we could
special
whatever.
sniffing skill.
He has He has advantage on perception checks.
Something like that, yeah. I guess I'll go with perception then.
You got it. Go ahead and roll advantage on that bad boy. 16.
Ooh.
They do smell something odd. There is, for Charles being a like a spirit kind of Feyres entity, they sense that there is a high potency of Feyres here. Not necessarily up ahead in the opening forest, but within this domain, like in general. They don't know if it's coming ahead of them, behind. It's just there, like pungent. The other two senses in which they're picking up is a stanchion kind of lingering, like lingering breath, as if somebody had just one person had encompassed all the air in the room and just been recycling their own breath this entire time present here. Undetectable by your guys' noses, but they're picking it up. And then the third thing is the ambiance. There's a small kind of trickle that doesn't sound like a water or a fluid, but more like movement, but movement disguised behind the sound of falling or trickling.
We'll proceed forward slowly, scanning like from the ceiling of the cavern down to the floor.
You got it. As they're taking their cautious approach, they then hear another kind of, not like feet or steps, but just like a trickle, like something is just rolling or falling or debris kind of settling somewhere in some kind of subsidiary within this cave. As they hover over, they see a mild fork in the road that kind of goes to a dead end and then a massive forest opening, and then another cave entry going further within the cave interface.
I think we lost Rolly.
Yeah, we lost someone.
He'll pop down, I'm sure, once he figures this fun.
Yeah, so it looks like there's a way out into a foresty area. I think we'll wait here, and then I'll leave Charles here, and then maybe we should all move up, and try and get a better sense of what's going on.
You guys all agree to moving forward?
Yes, but before I start
we
going,
have to
can
stay
I?
down here?
What was that, Orston?
Oh, I was just gonna say, can I try and loot the bodies before we start moving?
Of course. Do you just go up and loot them, like an investigation?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and rifle through their stuff,
Okay,
whatever's left.
you got it. You, sir, go in and decide that these are the ones. These are the ones you're going to loot. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand, good sir. That's 6. Right? Oh, there he is. He's back. Testing, testing, testing. Can you hear us, sir? Rolly. I trust Rolly can hear us. Of these three, right? 1, 2, 3. Which one would you have approached? Oh, wait, are you looting this one right here? I apologize.
I actually can't see. I don't know how to get my vision back there.
Click and drag here.
Okay,
That work?
thank you.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna go to the one. I guess the one I'm on top of.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, that one didn't have like an image for some reason, so I'm trying to give it a sec. Super weird. The other two had images. All right. You reach down, and as you go and start tapping the body, you find probably about a small little satchel of gold. You'd have to look at the gears of it, the values of it later. Wrath, you're looking down at these individuals, and something seems off. Wrath, can you give me a religious check? Or Orston, as you take probably the coin satchel alone has maybe 10 silver in it. And then you find a couple daggers. Wrath, immediately you know that Orston should not be touching this subject because they are not dead, they are undead, and they are now being disturbed. I need everyone to roll initiative. But what do you tell them, Wrath, as this happens? Oh, we lost Wrath. Oh no, Wrath rolled. Wait, how did Wrath roll? He got his computer on, but now we can't hear him. Oh,
In
that's
front
why he
of me,
doesn't mic
guys.
on. He sneaked in on us. He can hear us though, I guarantee you.
He said, "Sorry, audio not plugged in right."
God, Wrath would go, Orston, no! As Orston is standing there looting the corpse. Give me a sleight of hand, Orston. Very nice. You quickly pull your hand back as you see the body go in for a bite, missing as you pull yourself away. And you all end up in initiative. The mage apprentice goes, "Oh, why did you touch the body, dude?"
My greed has gotten me again.
Not cool, he yells out. Wrath, if you're able to roll initiative for your character, please do so now. That puts us at Pills. We're going to begin with you, Pills. Next to you, your friend Orston and Wrath are next to a very subjugated living body. There are two others present. You see all three of them immediately kind of begin to shake, roll awake. What do you do, Pills?
I use my bonus action
Testing,
to...
testing.
Yeah, we're gonna...
Working.
Sweet.
I'll use my bonus action to use my genie flight,
Okay.
and I will fly up 30 feet.
You
And then
go right into the
I
air.
will these things look obviously threatening, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, they look like they're a trap. You didn't touch them, they'd be fine, but you touched them. You've been through ruins before, Pills. You would have ignored these if you were by yourself. You would have been like, not worth the trouble.
So yeah, I'll fly up 30 feet, and then I will target this more northern one,
Got it.
and I will Eldritch Blast.
Hits.
You say hits?
Yep.
Oh wow.
For 11 points of damage. 14 total.
So I'll launch my my second one at him.
His left arm's just squished. You fire again. Hits. Kind of falls back, taking 13 additional on the top. Ooh, nice. Opening strong. It's just damaged but standing.
And that's it.
You got it. Okay. With that, it is the zombie on the right. He gets up and goes to throw himself at Hazel.
Right.
Goes in for a slam, missing, and then follows up for a second one. Both of them. Quickly, easily, dodging out of the way as Miss Hazel looks at the body next to it. Kind of backs pedals to help you also move, Hazel, and squishes its head on accident. Making sure that one doesn't come back, just in case it does. It doesn't move because it's mindless and hungry. Martin, the single verbene left in this cave. What do they do?
He's gonna run up next to me and help me attack this guy.
Okay.
Over here. As the
If any
last
guys-
one. The last survivor.
That hits.
Oh, wow, okay.
Just like
Gonna roll a second one.
Yeah, hits. I will say, the one in the center looks a little different compared to the other two on the right ends. The two on the outsides look a little bit more starving. This one in the center looks a bit more meaty, more capable. You do a total of 9 points of damage to it. Just kind of moans and groans as it takes the hit. Anything
Alright.
else you can do?
And that's all he can do, right? So probably that's it.
You got it. The apprentice is like, he runs this way. Pills, I'll help her. And he like points toward Hazel and kind of shimmies over here and then just fires a little fireball. Whoops, fired 2 rounds. He just kind of closes his eyes. I got him. It just like he doesn't even like realize it right away. As it just totally just decimates him. Gosh, it does 10 points of damage. He's like, it begins to catch in flames. Oh, Pals, did you see that? He's like excited.
I saw that. Very good.
Yeah. And he hides behind the rock. Orston. So far, things are looking favorable as you see a burning zombie, a bloody zombie, and then the one in front of you that is more lively than a zombie.
I'm gonna stab the more lively one and feel a little bad that this is all my fault.
Yeah, you go to stab it. Just this disgusting gruel falls out of its mouth onto your hand as you stab into it. Give me the damage. Okay. Now, real quick, is that applying any bonuses to it, or is that with your sneak attack?
That was just with sneak attack.
You got it. I just wanted to make sure. So there's no poison involved in this, right? Just the straight
No
attack?
poison.
Beautiful. Just wanted to know. Beautiful. You rip through its chest and you just see like organs kind of totally black and mud and disgusting scent come off of it. Even Miss Allie's just nostrils calling out in paranoid fear of just the stench. Anything else, Worston?
I'm gonna use cunning action to disengage.
You disengage. Miss Ellie.
Miss Ellie is attacking this one, like on her left side, yeah, right next to her.
You got it. Hits. Just spits out as Miss Ellie rips through the back for 9 points of damage. You guys see Miss Ellie just pull right through it, leaving almost like that of maybe a husk remaining. It's just like it's struggling. It looks really, really bad. On top of that, I will allow Wrath and Pills to give me a perception check real quick.
Oh,
Welcome back, Wrath. I preferred it you rolling. Neither of you guys think you're killing it. Great job, guys. Great job, team. Miss Ellie, going for your second.
yeah. Yeah.
As Miss Ellie rips through it for the second time, immediately, it's as if when she hits it, you guys all hear a. I need everyone within 5 feet to give me a Constitution
Oh,
save. Miss
man.
Allie, Wrath, and Martin.
No.
Oh,
Martin.
sorry,
Rose,
I didn't have to roll.
Yeah, but you
What
wanted to show
Constitution?
off that it wouldn't have hit you anyways. Orson stands there, whoop, and it just flies right by. A con save for Miss Ellie.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. And Martin coming in. Nice. Martin jumps behind Wrath. Wrath is like, oh, handle it. Ugh. And then Miss Ellie's just like, just blinded as burst damage. Poison just spews out in all directions, doing 17 damage to Miss Ellie and half to Martin and Wrath. Martin's just like, as he starts cleaning himself off. Hazel,
Did you also damage to the creature, like with her gloves?
the creature is dead. It blew
Okay,
up
oh,
upon Miss Hazel ripping through it. In
Okay,
doing
oh.
that, you realize the creature's dead, but that was a bit costly to the team. Perhaps caution should be had. As you face the one immediately before you, lightly tindered and in flames. It's just like, and it stinks. And now that it's catched on fire, as smoke begins to fill the room slowly.
Can I move with Miss Ellie?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'll move over here.
You got it.
She's afraid now.
Yeah. What do you do to follow up? Now it's you. Hazel.
I cast the spell, magic weapon
Very nice.
on my dagger because this creature is standing right next to me.
You hold out your dagger.
I just attack the dagger.
Your dagger imbues with arcane energy.
Is this the normal?
And you slash the
there's
plus
no-
1. So 25 total, to my understanding. As you just rip through it. Go ahead and give me some damage. You'll do +1 if I'm not mistaken. Is it just the attack roll or damage also? Oh, and damage.
Attack. Yeah.
So 6 total, right? Because you're not adding the +1, right?
Yeah, and my swarms is also like my bee swarms is coming out and attacking too.
Okay, so 6 and then bee swarm. You slash it.
It is 1d6.
These
Yeah.
six, yeah.
And 2 from the bees.
And then you have extra
Yeah, and then I have my second attack, where I'm also getting my dagger out again and trying the same again.
Ooh,
But
you
in
swing forward. As you do, it's going to get a reaction against you as you reach in and you miss. It's just like going to hit you back. Making contact as you slide in, and it's just like it goes to hurt you back as you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from your full turn. Anything
Right.
else? That it? Or do you choose to do anything else?
What? Concentration? They're losing it?
So you have to roll.
Oh,
concentration.
sorry. Yeah, you got hit. You just have to roll a 10 or higher.
Oh,
Well, are you concentrating on something right now, though?
Magic weapon.
Oh,
Magic
duh,
weapon.
Yeah, you used the magic weapon. Yep. It just doesn't have a visual cue. So beautiful. Yeah, you pass it. No problem. You still have it. Any movement, or are you going to stay there?
yeah, I tried to move.
Now, real quick, it would take an opportunity attack if you move, though.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't it just use
Okay.
its reaction?
Oh,
Nope,
yeah.
that was a special for
Oh,
it
okay.
for it fell and getting
Yeah,
close.
I tried to move up to Miss Ellie, so.
Got it. Take one more reaction against you. As it gets you twice as you pull away. For an additional 5. Total 11. As you pull away and just like it's like and
No, yeah.
with that, the one above you Very good. You're good on that. You hold you hold the weapon. You hold magic weapon. As the one above you just kind of slugs itself. Enjoying the
Yeah.
attack against Hazel as you walk right to him, basically.
Yeah.
Completely missing as he throws wide. Hunched and tired and full of exhaustion, he slunks there. Wrath.
Oh.
Yes.
There's 2 remaining.
2? I only see. Oh, wait, is this guy?
That's 1 too. That's a life.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was dead because it's bloodied. All right.
It's
All right.
bloody, but not dead.
Okay. I will attack again with well, I guess since I am. Yeah, I'll just do a normal attack
Okay.
with the
You
defender sword.
swing.
Swing. And
What
I'll
do you apply?
use my 3 bonus points to attacking.
Yeah, and damage.
Sword and damage. Yeah.
You slice. Give me the damage. For a total of 9. As you slice like its neck area and it kind of like dangles off. It's going to do an undead fortitude.
Oh.
Oops, wrong button. So. Throws its head right back on, and you kind of see it just as if like these little like parasite-like creature was within, kind of restitching it together.
I'll recoil and I'll go, ugh, and then I'll chop it the other way. So if I
You swing again.
yeah.
You hit it. This time the head almost spins on itself and then plops right back down. Give me some damage. It's going to yet again see if it resists it.
Wow.
Yeah, these undead fortitude is ridiculously bonkers.
Oh gosh.
It kind of like grabs its hands and just holds its head down. It's now holding its head upon its body for a reheal. Anything else, Raph?
Let's see here. Sorry. Bonus.
1 blew up, 1 won't die, and there's still 1 burning.
And that's all I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Got it. This one is out of initiative. And we're back to pills. Pills. 1 of them isn't dying. The other one's burning slowly, and 1 is blown up.
I'm gonna just fly over here, and then I'll target
Hover.
this one and launch some Eldritch Blast at him. Oops, there we go.
Hits the rock. For 6 points of damage. For an additional 3 for 9 total. Kind
And
of
I'll blast him again.
snuff the fire off of him is like. You see like a whole arm chuck off. For 9 points. It's going to do an undead fortitude. Falls on the ground and collapses. Defeated. At least so you would understand, Pills.
That's it.
Mm. You know, I half expected like a one from Pills, but this one kind of goes. It bubbles briefly, and then you see the final pop of the surface of the
Oh.
pool of its blood.
I guess they don't all blow up.
It's been defeated. Martin takes a deep breath of relief. What do they do? Once you roll it. No, we lost Rolly again. Rolly. The apprentice goes, Why is the verbene not helping? Oh, I heard Rolly briefly and then he disappeared. Martin. Oh wait, Rolly, are you doing something? Rolly's doing something. I see his cursor moving.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
All right. Man, I really wish I had a ranged attack with this thing. All right. Thumbs
How
up.
dare you call him a thing? He has a name. His name's Martin, and he can throw a dagger.
Oh, he could throw a dagger. I take that back. He does not get close.
Martin
He will
looks
take
at you
his dagger.
shamefully. He runs up and walks back, just.
Yeah, he's gonna walk back and just kind of rub his hands together. He's just gonna take out a dagger, kind of like aim it down and just throw it.
He chucks the dagger.
How do I do this?
You just attack him
So is
with
it-
a dagger. It's a range attack naturally.
Oh,
You
just
can-
okay.
Yeah, if it already has a range on the item, so your house has 20, 60 feet,
Oh,
it'll proc a range attack. No, just
Okay.
naturally the same.
Ooh.
He chucks it. Hits him in the head, gives him damage.
All right, here we go.
Let's see if he resists it.
Ah,
Yeah, he's now looking with the dagger stuck in his head, and he's just like.
Martin's
Oh,
pissed.
Martin
He's
has
just
no
jumping
weapon.
up and down. I think. at this
Martin's
point.
like. He's just throwing his hands up, like, I got rid of my weapon. Now I have nothing. The apprentice is like, the verbene doesn't have a weapon. Oh, here, little guy. And he gives him his dagger. I believe he has. Nope, he doesn't have one. Just kidding. He looks in his pockets. Oh, sorry, little guy. I only got my staff. And the verbene's just like, pew, 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 pew. Not happy with that. He is gonna go ahead and try to hit it. He's like closes his eyes. Damn. He hits it. You guys see it burn up. Collapses and just kind of dies out in a final breathing gas. You see the apprentice go, oh man, you guys would be dust without me. Whew. He like shakes his hand like it's on fire.
Martin just gives him a thumbs up.
Yeah. He's like pumped. He gets it. Guys, no good job, apprentice mage. No way to help us out finally. No way not to die.
I'll yank out the dagger out of the corpse and then toss it back to Martin.
Martin's like,
I'll be like, "Nice job, apprentice. I knew you could do it."
give more props to the little guy. He goes, so were there more of those? He looks to Pills.
I didn't see any more. There's a couple spiders, but like no big deal. They're just spiders.
I'll tell you once that like this game came out named like Skirium or something like that, and the first level had a big spider in it, and my friend was like, I just can't, and he gave me the game for free. So don't just knock spiders that way. True story.
Okay, they're just spiders. So like, I thought you were the big bad apprentice. You just killed two zombies.
Yeah,
and
but
now...
spiders like wrap you up and like take your blood. Zombies just try to bite you. Big difference. Big difference.
they're really small. Like,
Oh, well, if you said they were regular spiders, I wouldn't have been so bothered. You made it sound like spiders. You know, when you say there's spiders ahead after we just killed zombies, one blew up, you think I'm thinking. He's like pointing, like, for reference, like tiny.
just fly past him.
Ah. He's like, I don't know how I ended up here. He's like depressed under this cave. Wrath and Martin, you join the group. They continue. You guys head forward into the caves. As you
Thank you.
guys push through, I got you. You guys, this is a little narrow, so I'll just drag you guys forward real quick. As you guys nudge forward and head on through the intertwinings of this unique fork that's been provided to you. Oops, I threw you guys way further up on accident. Let's pull you guys back.
Whoa.
As you guys got to the fork road, it was made very clear to you guys that they go the same way by Pills. Pills, do you care which way you guys go, or do you prefer to go the way you went already?
Nothing jumped out at me the way I went. Well, the way Charles went. So seems safe. Safer.
Yeah, sounds good.
You guys end up here. Boom. Kind of
There's greenery now.
the cave that
Oh.
goes further in, a dead end, and then beautiful outdoors. Is this a chance of escape, or do you venture further to the mysterious unknown?
Did we make it? And I just start stumbling forward.
You sniff the air and give me a perception check.
Wait,
What?
Oh,
there
what?
was like something there. Remember, we could hear. Well, I could hear something.
Oh, Wrath, it smells so coastal beyond this. There must be a cliff ahead that brings the ocean to you. Or just that.
I think I smell an ocean, or a sea, or a bay, or something watery up ahead
With salt.
with salt,
Okay.
but no pepper.
Good
Just
luck.
just making that clear. Do we want to leave, or do we want to go back? I feel like we can get out of here and
I feel
maybe
like
head back to town.
what Charles heard was more unnatural.
But
Did
are
Charles
you
fly
sure
in this area?
You sure it's coming from the outside or from this?
I don't know. We'd stopped like right here, like right where I am.
We could send Charles in this.
Yeah.
A little bit in.
I could send him a little forward. Let's see.
Yeah, send him forward.
You
All
send
right.
Charles further in. As Charles goes further in, Charles ends up. 1 second. Charles ends up here. Because you should have been dragged to the scene.
I am dragged to the scene.
You see through Charles. You can describe to your team what Charles sees ahead.
This is like the same. This is a natural progression to here through the forest.
From where?
Right?
Yeah, going through it. Yeah, flying through it. Correct. After going through what looks to be this little small mountainous area, there's a path that winds to what it would be descending, hopefully toward a coast.
It looks like we come out of the cavern into a road with a bridge. Interesting.
Do you
You
think we
know
can get
where it's
back
located?
into
Can you
town,
figure
or-
it out?
Do I see any landmarks in the distance, or is it?
Perception check.
Do we go this way, or do we just
doesn't
go
look
back into the cave?
familiar?
Off in the distance, there's massive rocks that rise from what you would assume to be, if it was water level, the water level. It would be as if there was like this heavy rocky coastline that would approach after crossing this bridge and heading down a couple hundred or so feet. To your
How do-
right and to your
how do we-
left, Charles doesn't see anything beyond because behind you is this massive wall or mountainous region in which you had Minecrafted through and then looked up and realized, dang, I have no idea what is above.
Does he see the city?
No, there's mountains off in the distance.
And the coastal range eventually.
Yeah.
Do we still have the map with us?
Should. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Who has it? Don't you have it? Don't you?
Right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I do. If I know how to access my map, my items.
I don't think there's an actual map access that I put in there yet. But if you were to pull up your map, which I can pull up as such.
Which button is it again? For the
No,
map?
I have to bring you guys to the scene.
Okay.
Whoops, wrong map. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's this
one.
map. It's good.
So you guys arrive at. You look
We're
at the
here.
map, and you can give me a survival check, Wrath, to see whether or not you can discern where it is you have arrived.
Where did we go down?
Did we not go?
No, in the beginning. Like, where did we first go?
So you guys headed out and ended up into like a small little area off, like not really like in any generic situation. It was just kind of like out there in the zone, and it was like an arcane wow. In that arcane wow, which isn't depicted on the map because the location wasn't deciphered at the time, you fell into the miasma like wow and ended up into a below cavern region in which you guys ventured further below into. You have gone through a very large cavern. I don't know if you guys realize how many sessions you've been stuck in there and how many very strong things you saw, but it was a very large passage of travel. And yet, when you came back, you arrived somewhere different completely.
What
At
what
least so
type
far.
of check again? Sorry.
Survival for you.
Survival. Thank you.
Yeah, that's true. We went back the way we came, and it was a completely different place. So we could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Rat kind of closes his eyes and is like, if I had to guess, I would say, and he just puts like a blimp somewhere around this area, right up here.
Where's your mouse?
Change this. I know. Hold on. I'm changing that to like a red or something and make it cool. Can you guys see that little red dot up there? Didn't even feel
yes.
weird.
I think I'm on the wrong. Oh wait, I see. You guys are on
Yeah,
this
but-
map. Okay, I was
thought
in
I
the
told you
city.
guys all. Oh, my bad. So yeah,
No,
up here, right underneath the domain,
I
there's like
see.
if I
see it.
I guess let me alpha it a little because can't see.
Oh wow. I think we're around here, maybe, guys. We're pretty far off from where we were. Oh man, how do we even get back?
Do we
All
get back?
station of rats.
I don't know. I mean, we have to go back to your friend, the bunny, which I don't have my notes. Whose name is
Yeah, we
Bounce
also have
Bounce?
to
Is
pay
what I
our
assume.
rent for the bar.
Yeah, and we gotta sell the meat. And oh my gosh. Well, I mean, do we see all this other stuff on the map too? Is that made known?
I mean, that's your map. You understand that this
Okay.
far north is Orc region, and the war tensions are between Lesperian and the Orcs. The Orcs don't really bother the free traders a class, but they definitely don't like the Lesperian because they're trying to like take over all of Lesperia continent, and the domain which these Orcs are residing are pretty much the last free land of Lesperia.
Okay, so the domains is where the orcs are.
Mhm.
Got it. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't seem like. I mean, it doesn't seem like a good idea to go back inside the cave to fight whatever just to go back to the city. We probably can
But
navigate better on
Yeah.
land.
how long would we need to go back?
I think it'd be a while, but at least we'd be able to know where we're going.
It'd be a give or take. Let's see, hold on. So it'd be at most a 16-mile trip back to town if you attempted from here. And I say
Do-
attempted because you could get lost
Can any of us use a boat?
if you guys have a boat, or find a boat, or hijack a boat.
We could definitely
I've-
steal one.
I do not know how to drive a boat.
I thought you were the kind of guy that knew your way around a boat.
Hmm. I don't know what gave that impression. As I slowly reminisce about
you up
how you
from a
guys
dock.
found me.
Yeah, we picked you up
How
from
you
the
thought
dock.
you met me?
Oh yeah, did I? Oh crap.
Yeah, you were on
I'm
you
sorry,
were on a
guys.
dock, waiting on a dock, just staring off into the to the endless
I just
ocean as they walked
it
up to you.
was a coincidence that I just got to the dock and you guys found me there.
We do not believe you. I don't believe you right now.
I mean, I'm sure I know my way around a boat. I've been probably on a few during my some minor crusades or something like that.
Oh, you don't even remember?
You know, it's been a long time and I've been poor and traveling for a while that
I think you
I just
lost also your
put
memory
those
like ours.
I put those memories behind me and I just wanted to start at level 1. I mean, anew. So, I mean, do we
Wrath.
do we see any boats? I mean, are we even off on the cliff? I feel like we're still at
No,
the
yeah,
cave.
yeah,
We're still
yeah. You guys
In
are
the
not at the
cave.
cliffs
Okay.
anyways. Yeah,
Yeah,
only
so
Charles can see the bridge going beyond out, in which you guys kind of describe, and this is just the gist of where you would assume you guys are based off of the description of the surroundings.
I mean, so do you guys want to take the bridge? Do you and then take a boat, or do you guys want to go back into the cave? Pills, do you still want to go back into the cave? I know that's kind of
Uh,
like your habitat.
there's more pathways. Maybe there's another exit. I don't know.
But then we may be even further away.
Is there such a thing as fast travel in this area?
Yeah,
I mean,
teleportation magic
okay.
or know a friend.
No friend.
You
Interesting.
guys have been doing a great job of making associates with capabilities and powerful skills. Absolutely zero.
That's sarcasm.
You guys are like more like, oh, that
can
looks like an
teleport.
authority figure. Let's brush him away. Oh, there you go. Pills can teleport. There you go.
Maybe.
There you go. You guys could teleport back to your you guys' property.
Oh, we can teleport back to our property?
It is a
Or is
known
that just Pill?
location. That would be Pills, not like you guys in general. Not like Wrath is like, I'll be right back. You know, Borderlands outs and comes back in. But Wrath
Would
can
he
take you guys as a one-way trip if that was a choice you guys wanted to humor. But it's up to you guys. You guys are out here already. But what do you do? I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. You guys discuss as a team. Think about it. There's all kinds of opportunities. There's the caves that still go deeper. There's the caves that you didn't fully discover and that was very dangerous within. Then you guys ended up here. So much travel and such a interesting amount of time.
Where do we see the bridge? Is it like somewhere here, or we just don't know?
Actually, here I'll just pull you guys to the scene so you guys can also all get an idea of what it is they saw.
I
What it is
describe
Charles
it
saw.
in such detail.
There you go. Beautiful.
Oh
You
my
can
gosh.
picture it in your mind's eye.
That doesn't look. Oh my gosh.
This has
What am I
seen
looking
better
at here?
days.
So, there's another pathway in the cave. I don't know if we want to go do that or not, but
Is this a
maybe
broken bridge or like water is flowing into the bridge? I can't
I
tell.
think it's like a broken bridge. It looks like you can still cross it safely.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It looks like ambush time.
I'm wondering why there's a bridge leading to a cavern.
Oh, there's fishing pole. Wow, you described the fishing pole to us too, and all this fishing gear.
All these vines are like
Well, I mean, if
going
there's
across
fishing
the
poles, then there should be civilization.
No.
So
It's
So,
orcs
I
though,
mean-
right?
Civilization on the map that you pointed out, I don't think is necessarily civilized.
They're orcs, right?
yeah. Well, maybe there's like a mixture of races out here.
So we can definitely go this way. There's also the other thing is that we're not actually even 100% sure that that is where we are.
Oh, I thought that was a.
I mean, you rolled that and you put your finger there, and he said this is where he said we are. And it seems like maybe that's where we are, but I think
We don't
there's also the possibility that that's not where we are.
He didn't.
Okay.
He didn't say it so definitely.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like if I were to vote, I would say go on land.
I could also just send Charles back through the other tunnel and just see where he goes, and we don't have to really risk anything.
Maybe that'll give us a quick snapshot and where to go next. But
Whoa,
what do you
whoa,
guys
whoa,
think?
whoa! No risk
you guys
means no
vote?
reward. I'm just kidding. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
I can just send him through. We can take a look real quick. If it
Okay.
looks threatening, we just leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Sounds
to get
good.
back to town to sell stuff and maybe buy some new equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
And we have to pay rent.
Yes, we'll pay rent.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, if we do find a town and if it's by the ocean, then maybe they have like a port or something that we can just take a boat back down.
Wait, do Pills and
Um,
Hazel actually have a
refrigerator.
property?
Pills,
We all do.
Wrath, and yeah, everyone but you. Pretty much, they
Yeah.
have a. They
We
I'm
actually
a, I'm a,
own
I'm a
land, yeah.
drifter.
Yeah, they
We
just
haven't
acquired it before
initiated
ending
you.
up here. Yeah.
I'm
You
the
have to
homeless
pay.
Actually,
friend.
my name
You
is
have
on the lease.
you have to
You
pay
know.
some part of the rent in order to.
The Pills Commanders.
Hmm
Or something
Pills
along
plunderers.
that. Yeah, Pills. Yeah, the PPs.
hmm
Wanderers.
All right, let's send
Let's
Charles.
I mean, yeah, if you want, if you guys want to, I can just send him through the town and we can get a look.
All right, go ahead and navigate Charles through.
Whoa. That effect.
Oh, the fog.
Where is Charles?
Oh,
Up
top
to-
left-hand corner.
Oh, there he is.
Charles
That's like-
continues down. As Charles goes through, Charles has like this weird little kind of sciatic kind of psychic break. As they pass through, Pills, can you give me a wisdom save?
Is this against magic?
Oh, how do I turn off my little aura thing?
Your aura is technically always on. It's the aura of protection or something, isn't that? Aura.
I
of
think
prote-
it might be my detect magic from last week.
No, it's your aura of protection. That's what it is. But I can
Oh,
take
aura
it
of
visually.
aura of protection. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's
I'm
permanent,
actually
yeah.
not seeing it anymore. I was
Yeah, it's
before.
actually gone. Yeah, it's actually hidden right now for some reason. It was going off, but that's what that is. It's not your detect magic. It's the same
okay.
visual effect though, so I can change it later.
Okay. I
To
still
answer
see it,
you,
but it's fine.
to answer you, Pills. No.
Yeah,
It's
it would have to be a spell specifically, anyways. So
yeah.
no.
I mean, you would even know though, as you like feel this odd, unique connection, and you roll for this save with your wisdom. You, sir, are gonna go into a private chat real quick. Go ahead and join me in the. I don't have a private for you guys. Oh my goodness!
House my dear.
I'm going.
Look at that.
Seeing
Once
how
I-
he spaces out for 5 seconds, I immediately start going on to land. Just kidding.
You take off. You're like, screw this. He's gone. One second. Let me make a private chat. Wow, I never had to give you guys a secret yet. You guys are just so close and tight knitted. Oh, makes me proud. Always private. Yeah. Quiet chat, we'll call it. And you guys are. All right. Do you see the quiet chat, Pills?
I see it.
Beautiful. Pop in there for me, please.
So Hazel, you get to cheat and listen to this.
She walked out of the room.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh god, Pills has just gone blank. He's just standing there staring at the wall.
Oh no. Why is he still walking into the wall? Just kidding. So where are you from, Eric?
I'm from Long Beach, California. You?
Oh, nice. I just moved to RSM, or Rancho Santa Margarita.
Oh, nice. Where is that exactly, actually?
It's do you know where Mission Viejo is?
Oh, yeah, I know where that is. So it's near that?
It's one town east,
Oh, okay,
east
cool.
or
Cool.
inland of it.
Do you like it there?
I just moved here this weekend, so
Oh,
I will
wow,
let
that's
you
like
know.
wow, that just happened.
Yeah.
Where'd you live before?
Irvine.
Oh, okay, so pretty near where AZEREP
Yeah.
is from.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Cool. How did you hear about the this group?
I went to a Dork Explosion Tavern party, and
Oh, nice.
they were having one shots, and so
Mhm.
I paid, I think it was $3 or $5 to be in a one shot, and it was AZEREP's one shot. He was actually there in person,
Oh, cool.
so he just invited me to the server, and I liked his DMing, so I joined.
Nice, nice, nice. Have you played D&D before?
Actually, that
Before
one
this?
shot was my first time.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've only
I've
done like one or two one shots, and this.
Wow. It's fun though. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I am, but I'm
Mhm.
liking it like a lot.
Nice.
How
Same here.
did you get into this?
I wanted to play it. I forgot for whatever reason why. Oh, that's right. I guess I did do another one shot before. So at one of my friends' bachelor party, there was a guy who was totally into it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, if you never played D&D before, excuse me, I can be your DM. It would be my first time being a DM too, and we could do a one shot, and you can get a whole bunch of friends together." So we had like a really big one shot, which was probably a very bad idea for a newbie DM.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
that
like 8 people,
oh my gosh.
and
It's
nobody
really
knew how to play because it
throwing
was the
himself
first
to the
time.
fire.
Uh-huh. So that was a bit tough to navigate, and it was also all online.
Oh
So
yeah.
for me personally, I think the sheets help out a lot.
Yeah, it is nice to have everything kind of written down in front of you.
So did that. Then I wanted to do another one. And then I ended up becoming a DM a little bit myself for another group of my close friends. So we have
Wow,
like
very cool.
but I never got to play, so this is a lot more fun.
You're muted, DM.
Ah, no, I'm not. Dun-dun.
So Hazel knows all the secrets, huh?
She actually wasn't there to what I
Oh,
saw. I think she walked in right at the end, which was kind of perfect.
Are these spiders or are these frogs? I can't
Oh, pills.
tell.
I think you want to switch your push to talk. I don't know what you had before. Or test it just to make sure it works.
Yeah, I'll have to reset it.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, just wanted to put that out there. You get the Wrath, Hazel, and Orston notice Pills kind of focused, really focused. He's mumbling. All three of you guys give me a insight check to see if you can pick up what Pills is saying in his mumble. Orston, oof. Wrath, nope. Yeah, 10 was still even on a 6 though. Pretty good.
This is going really
Unfortunate.
bad.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, the three of you guys are totally like doing other crap.
I've gone deaf.
Yeah, Pills is like mumbling about kind of repeating the conversation he's hearing at this moment, and then he snaps out of it.
Did you guys
You're all
hear me?
back together.
No?
I was just staring out the. I was just trying to breathe in this fresh air, trying to figure out where to go. What were you doing? Sorry.
Listen, listen. Do we hear
Okay.
it?
No.
Not a single noise.
No. Oh.
What are you hearing, Pills?
There was something going on there. Like I could hear a conversation. They were just like, sounded like somebody, like a goblin or something, and somebody said robot. There was a robot, a weird, strange,
Talking about in the cave or outside?
right down the hall where Charles is. I heard them right there, and then farther down the cave, but I didn't see them. But I could feel like something there.
Maybe you need a break?
No, there was something there.
Are
I
you
saw
Turn
dust.
to
I saw
Orson.
dust moving, like the things were moving, but nothing was there.
Turn
You
to
sure
Orson.
you're
I'm
okay?
like, this doesn't
Was that
happen
Orson?
usually.
Positive.
Oh,
I think he's sick. I think he's imagining things.
So, do you want to go check it out? Do you want to go check
I'm
it
not
out,
sure
Pills?
about that.
What's a robot? I want to see what a robot is.
Me too.
Should we just? Should we? And I'm just like getting energized and getting ready to take off. Should we just
Before
just
we
go?
moving, we take a short rest.
Oh, did we
It
not take
sounded
a
like
short?
they were on the move. I don't know. They could be gone, or they could have just not been there right now. I don't know. It's very strange.
everyone but, oh, you know what, Pills, you too. Everyone give me an intelligence check. As Pills tries to explain this to you guys the best he can.
He's doing a great job.
Wrath, you know what I'm talking about, right? A robot.
Robot. I want to go check one out. I have no idea what a robot is.
Wrath, you know that
do
it's
I know
not
what a robot is?
The term is not robot. It is Warforge, and they are banned in the Speria. They were once used in the Slain Wars. Pills and Wrath, you would both know this because Wrath, you're quite old and you've seen some shit in war. The Slain Wars was once when there was rumors. None of you guys have lived to remember it, or can wake up and say you were there once. But there were rumors that this all was once a Pangea. There were not 3 continents. There was no Lesperia, Vanqui, or Zeroshi. It was just Leva in the region of Edia. And then something happened. The Slain Wars occurred. The era of Lisp ended. You all woke up to the era of recall. 3 continents, world moving, everything made sense, but something was always missing deep inside. And for the first time in a very long time, all of you remember this. Huh. The world did change, and we all woke up and just accepted it one day. There are things happening out there. But for now, until you can prove it, it's just this gut feeling you all have a hunch on, but can't prove. Nonetheless, with that information, you believe that perhaps something did happen here, and maybe you will find something up ahead. Pills is making some sort of sense. Wrath. You look at Orston and Hazel having a mental meltdown as their personal neurological web is crushing itself from the inside out. But you get Pills. This high mentality you never would have thought from such a small creature because your brain is clearly bigger than his. I mean, it's facts. There's no proof needed. Your head is huge compared to his. But you never thought something so small would have such a huge idea. That makes sense. Wrath, you believe Pills moving forward in any and all instances, and both of you guys have a similarity of understanding when things like this occur.
I don't know if that's a good thing. Just kidding.
You're slowly going crazy.
Pills, let's go. Let's go check this out, and I'll just
I'm with you.
immediately I grab Pills, put him on my shoulder, and I just hightail it in. Ignore. And then you know what? I forgot about Martin, so I'll grab Martin on my other arm and just strap him on. Actually, you know what? I'll just like carry him under my armpits, both of them.
Just
Just like start running towards the cave.
got it.
Pills, you keep a lookout, okay? While I'm running, let me know if you see anything.
You dash forward in every attempt to locate this particular noise and or instrument of curiosity. As you guys run further within, you may do so now and see what you discover.
Are me and Hazel like stunned, or are we following
Nope.
them?
You guys can choose to follow.
Oh, okay, I thought
You
we were.
guys, you're just kind of like more.
Waiting
You're
for
just kind of
Martha
more
to
like
come.
a what? Like what are they talking about? Kind of vibe.
Thought we got mind melted.
Yeah.
Let's go, Pels. Pels, where is it?
As
Where is it?
you
Left or right? Left or right?
as
It
you
was
guys
up
head
ahead.
in
That's as far as
further,
I went.
you realize that the corridor doesn't end there. It opens up to another large berth where fresh air and different vibes instead of coastal old, very runic senses linger through, almost as if they're trying to lure to you history. And then up ahead is still a dark, dampy cave with yet another hard turn.
What do you think, Pels? Stay in the cave? Stay in the cave?
What?
You both look out and you see collapsed a big hunking chunk of metal with no light to its eyes, no head at all, just the body and then a hollowness around its neck, armor of its own cells, and then this odd technology lying next to it that looks like what would be, if anyone would understand in a world far off from here, a Pip-Boy like device.
Right out here?
Next to a ruined robot or warforge, depending how you
What was next to it?
a unknown Pip-Boy of sorts.
Pit Boy. Oh God.
He's a pitch boy.
A Pit Boy, like from Fallout, like the thing they put on their
I
wrist.
have
It's
no
like
idea
a-
what that is.
So it's
small
like
Pip-Boy of sorts. Yeah, it's small.
it's like
It's very fancy. It's very out of place. You guys have never seen anything like it. It is a Apple Watch on steroids.
yeah.
You guys are looking at what would best be described to the most intelligent of you, a metal band with a monitor that
Okay.
is casting a scrying spell inside the device permanently, but can see other things. And there's no way to describe a filing system for people who are not part of the people who have created this. So unfortunately, that's the best I would say in a magical sense or any general understanding of what it could be as an artificer. That would be the way you describe it in a layman's term, Pills. A fancy, smart scrying device that fits on your wrist.
I'm gonna
Is
come
it-
up and investigate it.
I'll come up with him.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Shit.
You look at the back and you see an acronym.
See a what?
An
Oh.
acronym. It means something.
SOS. Is SOS like a common is a thing in this world?
You don't know. You have not
Wh-
seen this acronym before.
Have I
None of you
seen
have.
any Warforged before?
Yes, you've seen them in historical buildings and structures. None of them have ever had the SOS or any kind of acronym like that with them. The only Warforge you would have ever witnessed or war machines that were used in the Slain Wars and then disbanded. Warforges exist, just not on Lesperia. They are purely banned on this continent alone, as that is the only governmental region in which Lesperia holds true. Zeroshi is completely under no one's control, as that is where a location to you all as a very hazardous place called the Overgrowth is. Nothing that walks in ever comes out the same. And then the most recently growing continent, Van Kui, which is just south of the Class Port, a major trade point for it, being the Hollow. Then the Rao, which used to be the Cape Pro, and Bromel. Bromel is the only location that practices and uses the study of Warforge. Pills and Wrath would know this based off the previous roles. It is very, very far from here. To find a Warforge opened and left as if not collected is impossible to find in Lesperia, as they've all been collected and removed for the sole purpose of eradication of such knowledge. Pills
So
would
it's
die to have something like this in your private domain. If you can get this back to base privately, you could God knows what out of it.
you. So it's like
Th-
open. Like it's not
It
like
is
intact.
It is missing its head,
Is open,
which
or-
is probably vital. It's missing its head so you could see inside, and there's so many gears and mechanisms. This is revolutionary compared to as an artificer of any sense, and just generalizing. Now, I know you're not an artificer, but as pills being from below, and like it's impossible to live underground without knowing mechanical senses, as from dwarf knowledge and technology that you would have passed through general passings. So your kit recognizes this stuff as someone's toolkit up an alley that no one quite practiced in, but you know that this could be revolutionary if someone or if one were to dabble in the studies of such further.
Pills, can you put this in your lamp?
I need to wait. We would have
I
to
think-
camp here.
I think this would be worth the wait. This is rare stuff. Hey guys, this is really rare. Do you guys know what this is? And I point to Orson.
Wrath. The reason Wrath you know about this stuff is because you used to work as a larger individual on the grounds of collection. People would find the debris, bring them to the surface, and you'd be the man who drags it across X amount to a train and or other service that would take it from there. You've never
Oh.
dabbled in using them, but you are familiar with random locations and dig sites in which you have done in your side gigs to make money and earn a living.
Did I used to do the side gigs for disposal reasons?
Well, yeah, mainly because you needed money and you were a broke dude, so you just kind of picked up work wherever you could.
Oh, sorry, I
But
meant
they,
the
yeah.
people I used to work for. It's to
Oh, it was
dispose-
the government. It was Lisperia. They would collect
Okay.
them. They were basically reclaiming their property. They would dismantle them, to your knowledge. The rumor would be that obviously it was banned, so that they would just take it back for the resources that were rendered, because the resources were still fine. They were the gears, etc., were magically bound. So, unless unenchanted, they were definitely sound to work again.
Okay.
So that's your familiarity. That's
I-
why you're so common with these things.
Okay. Hey,
But
I
they
used
were
to lug these things around, but I know the government wants them and usually disposes of them. So maybe if we want to give it to the government and see if they could pay us for it. This one seems like it's. Do I think it's probably in like the best condition I've ever seen? Out
outside
all
of a
the
head,
I find?
it's yeah. I mean, to be fair, you've seen more parts than you have seen a full thing. It sucks that you didn't have a head here, because that would have been an icing on the cake. But you found plenty of heads. You've never found a body this complete, or this device next to it. This device alone is quite impressive with this random engraving of SOS. Everything of it is pristine. You guys don't even know how this could be made.
I think this would be worth either saving or selling, guys.
Is the device attached to it, or is it just laying
No,
down?
it's laying on the side as if it was abandoned, kind of like chucked or just tossed next to it.
Does
Mm.
Is it pretty big?
Orston...
Can I put it? Oh, go ahead.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Can I pick? Does it look like it would fit my arm, or would it be like too small and fit pills more?
Yeah, it looks like it has enough slack to fit on anyone's arms with some sort of comfort.
Should
with
I
ease.
should I try to identify it?
I don't think it would hurt.
Do I have any idea what they're looking at?
No fucking clue.
Okay. Do I at the very least know that it's valuable?
It is out of this world, so someone's gonna be interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Hazel,
I'll.
this is super foreign to you also. This is like the opposite of natural, because it is fabricated, and you understand that this was made using some kind of natural resource that is totally against your general statutes. You thought what we were doing already was bad with weapons and stuff. This is like a million times that. Like this is nuclear beyond.
Okay.
Can't do anything about it, but there it is. You heard of them? This is the proof in the pudding. Go ahead, Pills. What was that?
Yeah, I'll just sit down next to it and whip out my book and start trying to identify this bracelet.
Within that period, do you guys take any other curiosities throughout the cave, or do you all stay together?
Can I walk off on my own a little further away and try to re-identify that equipment I was looking at earlier?
Okay. Question. Because you guys are now outside again, are you walking out on your own outside, or are you walking around the cave, or just kind of perimetering them? Orston.
I'm just gonna walk over here, like maybe behind this tree.
Got it. Okay, nothing crazy,
go-
just kind of local.
I'm gonna search the perimeter a little bit just to see if there's any other parts
Okay,
or if
Wrath.
there's any creatures or anything else.
Ryan, you can give me a survival. Orston, you can give me an intelligence. Hazel, what are you doing while Pills is
I'm
going about?
just sitting down with Ellie and we just eat with
You got it.
snacks.
You got
Because
it.
we have no idea what this is and we don't wanna figure it out because it's just like not working.
It's just not working.
It's
I
just
like this.
like
I like the direct simplicity of it all. That's great. Alrighty. Uh, Wrath. With your basic perimeter check, you do see further up ahead that there seems to be some sort of sorry, I'm trying to find the map. Like a ruins, like a structure that's probably about 3 stories high, a large kind of overhead symbolism of a peak. You don't quite make out from here, but your gut tells you that it seems to have some kind of religious holding to it, but you can't guarantee that from here. Though just the structure and the shape and the size of it from this distance would tell you that maybe 2-3 miles travel would be something of potential peak interest.
So it's 2 to 3 miles away. Okay. Do I
Oh,
see any?
go ahead.
Oh.
Go
Do
ahead.
I see like? You said it was had some religious power to it. Does that mean it's
You
populated or?
assume, based off the sheer size of it from this distance and the weird symbolism that's sitting above the structure, that clearly is more of a sign than it is a part of the building for use. It could be some kind of religious structure, just because of your
Okay.
understanding of churches and their purpose of being visual. But you couldn't tell from here without getting closer for certainty. Orston, you go out focusing on it, and you sit there and you stare at. Can you give me a animal handling check? You hear some kind of creature calling out to you, as there's just this brief cawing going about. You sit there and you think for a second. No, it's not a pigeon. It's not a womble. It's not a crystal. Oh, it's a raven. Yes. You feel as if a raven is calling out to you while you hold on to this small figurine. The beast now reveals itself to be silver in property, and a raven indeed in structure. All of a sudden, information barrels over you. You have identified the item.
Awesome.
Pills. You touch this device, and you focus on it for a very long period of time. I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw, as the information that comes over you is very modern for the stage in which you have been introduced to magic. You feel just this. You shake a bit, and there's information in there, and it's not preventing you from understanding it. It's you not accepting the form in which it's arriving. The algorithm is not known to your body. You are going to need to identify it again in the future with a better roll, which will also reduce the. This was your first attempt. Every attempt you fail, it gets easier until you finally beat it. But you're coming to understand this. It's magical, but you've never touched this type of magic before, and you now found the first very signature of modern magic. We'll see what it unlocks for you as you, I assume, hold on to this device. I'll go ahead and add an item.
I do hold on to this device.
You got it.
I'll
As for the
strap it to my
Warforged,
wrist, like I know what
Okay.
I'm doing with it.
You got it. You just toss that sucker on. Boop, boop. As you toss it on, you hear a boop. You look at it, and it makes no visual change. The screen is dull, as if not working. The strap fits perfectly, but yet you could have sworn the chime came from that. But you don't know if anyone else heard it. But you feel confident enough that that's what happened.
Just kind of like put it up to my ear.
As the group all comes back together, what is the discussion you all have?
Peter, you,
What? No,
what are you doing with this thing?
I'm investigating it. I need some more time. Just give me some time. I'll figure it out.
As long as it's not exploding, it's some creature coming up. I'm fine with it.
He's a very small creature.
Or so.
Not the beginning.
We have Rolly and Orston arriving back to their team. Is there any information you guys share or bring up to your party members during your little excavation? They arrive speechless. Oh, just kidding. Did you
I'm
say
trying to
anything?
think if I would want
Gotcha.
to share it.
Okay.
Um,
Orston, would you share
yeah.
anything?
Go ahead,
Uh,
Orson.
I'm not gonna share anything, but I'm gonna ask Pills what he's looking at. What is this
Yeah.
thing?
It's some kind of magical bracelet, but I haven't figured it out quite yet. Made some noise, I think. But I'll get there. It's very complex. I need some time.
You now have that in your inventory. It is a lock symbol currently due to the lack of understanding of it, but it is called PIP, P-I-P. It is a light armor. It does not provide any benefit to you at this time, but you are wearing it.
So, do you guys want to go back to where we were, to the cave? I think I saw in the distance some type of like cathedral or some type of religious structure out there. It seems to might I think I made out like a god type feature maybe, or some type of,
Did you
I don't
want to
know.
rest here first so that we could try and grab this?
I think we should definitely grab this. So yeah, let's rest here, grab it, and then I guess as we're resting, we could talk about where we want to go.
Are we long
This
resting
is-
or short resting?
Yeah.
We'd have to long rest if we want to put it in the vessel. DM question,
Yep.
rule question.
Mhm.
Since this is a light armor, is this gonna prevent mage armor from working?
No, it will. It's not considered an actual armor. It's just it's an equipment basically. You're just
Okay.
kind of. It's a wrist. It's a bracelet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Are
Appreciate
we
the
doing
question.
a rest here?
I think so.
Okay. If we're doing a long rest here and we're staying overnight, let me cast a spell here.
Ooh. What are you
You set
doing?
an alarm. Go ahead. Describe what you're doing, Hazel.
You know, I don't want to be surprised again during our night. And so if there is any creature coming, it will just like, I think it's just notifying me, or?
You can choose. You can have it in your head, or you can make it an audible one.
Oh yeah, then I would make it audible so that everyone from us can hear it and we get like kind of an alarm.
Oh, very cool.
I mean, I would still say that we should like kind of swap out, like everyone is on like a time on watch, but it's like kind of help.
I'm already sleeping. Just kidding.
Snoring.
That's really cool, Hazel.
It's
We'll
just like
definitely
for
won't be surprised. Does this also work for air creatures or just only on ground?
I think it's just like kind of a key. How you say it? It's like a
Any tiny or large creature touches or enters the warded area.
yeah.
What was
Is it
that?
more like a
Up to the
cube,
DM.
or is it? Yeah.
Makes enough sense to me.
It's
Oh, it says cube. It does say
Yeah.
cube.
cube, yeah.
It's a cube. Yeah, it's
cube, yeah.
volumetric, so yeah, within the 20 foot cube.
Yeah.
So above, sides, etc.
I
And
mean,
crossing.
every one from us can like kind of move in and out, and we don't get an alarm, but all
Awesome.
other one.
I'll take the first watch.
Oh, you forgot Martin actually.
Yeah, me and Martin will
Mm,
take the first watch. I can't move Martin, so
You can't
for
move
whatever
Martin.
reason.
No.
I was trying to move him earlier, but
Oh, you know why? Because a spider was somehow on his body.
there we go.
Yeah.
I
Weird.
got him.
That's why there were 2 spiders on him. Bad placement. That's
So
why.
that's
He
like
was,
a 20.
He was just
20.
trying to shiv. The
I
rest of
mean,
the round.
realistically, the 20, if you weren't worried about behind the wilderness and worried about the cave, you just put it in the face of the cave. But your guys' choice. If you put it around you guys.
Yeah, it's up to you. You're casting the spell. This is an idea of what a 20 by 20 would look like.
So what is better? What do you think?
It's up to
I
you.
mean,
I'm just
it's up
saying
to
that
you.
what a 20 by 20 looks like.
Yeah. Which works and surrounds you guys, but it's more of an immediate, hey, they're right outside, too. Something's coming.
I guess I would just leave it there.
That's fine. You got it.
Huh?
I have a rule question.
Go ahead.
How does a player character set up a trap? Do you actually have to have like a specific item?
It's more like you have to have enough items on you to feasibly do such, or a spell that allows you to hasten such. Or use the surrounding. It's more or less you put your real wit to theory, and if it plays out right, then it's plausible. Or you actually buy one of the two.
Can I make like a tripwire that trips people with rope and a tree?
You can attempt to with a sleight of hand and survival. I mean, you're doing it, but we won't know the effectiveness until you roll those. So you tie a good rope and string it around well.
Do you want some of these caltrops?
Yeah, we could put it under, like when they fall on it, to do some damage.
Sure. Yeah. I'll spread out some of these caltrops wherever he's putting the ropes.
Did I succeed?
Okay. You feel very confident in your guys' setup. You got alarms, you got caltrops, you got rope to trip people. Oh yeah. No, these guys are totally toast if they walk into your camp. Oh man, they're gonna poke their butt and insta die.
Question.
I have some ball bearings, but I don't know. Maybe we just end up tripping on them.
You guys got a perimeter set up. Now I believe, if I'm understanding you guys all correctly, you're attempting to do a long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In doing so, Wrath takes the first watch with Martin. Anyone else stay up during Wrath's watch or no?
Am I capable of staying up without getting some kind of disadvantage?
Are you trying to stay up all night or just during Wrath's watch?
Just during one extra watch.
You can go ahead and stay up for one extra watch if you wish to. So do you choose Wrath's watch? Like, do you stay up now for the first part?
No, I'll stay up during a different one. I was just curious because owls are nocturnal, so I was just wondering.
No, yeah, that's fine. Good question. Yeah, you can shave some off. Just curious on. I just have to know which one. So at this time, you're going to be sleeping. Hazel,
Yeah.
Pills, is anything you guys are doing in the first?
Sleeping.
You can do light
Sleeping.
activity. Okay, both sleeping. Do-do-dum. Wrath and Martin, it is just the two of you as you guys do a little patrol. What is your patrol kind of? Where's your focus, I guess, on your patrol?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
My focus will be kind of at the. Do we know if there's any entrances over here on the top right?
I mean,
Since
that's where you would have been seeing like the church potential beyond.
But did I see a pathway at all, or is it just a cliff?
It's definitely more of a through the woods.
Okay. And Hazel, you put your alarm just around us, like this?
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess, and the cow traps are where again? Sorry.
That's a great question, actually. I don't know where he put them. I just kind of gave it to him.
I was just kind of assuming I was stringing them between trees, like here and maybe here.
Okay. Yeah. Just do a little squiggle.
Okay.
Whoa, that got crazy real quick. Hold on. Sorry. My mouse, like my monitor, like I don't know. It moved and it somehow flew away over there. We'll just say something like that.
All right. Oh yes.
Is
Sorry,
that
I was
like tiles or carpet samples or cardboard or kid
Oh
carpet?
yeah. So
It's huge if you're that slow on a chair.
this is we're drying some floor mats and all
Oh,
that
very cool.
stuff, and
Gotcha,
then
gotcha,
this is
gotcha.
like a bed frame because our bathroom's getting
Ah,
renovated,
very
so
fun.
all our crap is down here.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Exciting nonetheless.
Yeah.
You look like you were in a warehouse. I was like, man, this guy's at work. Love it.
Yeah. Let's see here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and patrol mostly the cave area,
Okay.
and then
You
yep,
poke into
and
the
then
cave, give me a
also
wisdom save.
alrighty.
As you
What is
linger
it?
along the cusp, there's like a little wisp of yearning kind of trying to draw you in, and you hear it. You don't get pulled, but you hear history tells at the ruins ahead. You hear, I'll just type it for you so you know what it said.
Thank you.
So you don't know whether or not it was ominous toward inward or outward.
Hmm. I wonder if this is what Pills was saying.
Oh, yeah.
Your watch comes to an end with no
Oh.
issues, no immediate concerns. Is there anything you wanted to complete prior to waking anyone up?
Yeah. So before I wake up anybody, I wanted to just saunter over to the Warforge and
Okay.
how big is a Warforge?
Easily on average standing between 8.5 to 12 feet, with an arm span much more in reach, depending on
Okay.
its structure.
I will try to cast Mending at where its
Hmm.
head was.
Okay.
Just to see if anything happens.
Give me an Arcana check at advantage. You focus on it, and it's like you have monster clay in your hands as you kind of trying to knead from the bottom of the neck ring up, trying to recreate material in which previously existed, and you get like probably like a fifth of a fraction out of like the outside essence, though you're only able to mend the shell, since that is technically mending what would have been broken. You would not know what was inside. But as you continue to go about it and you get about 4/5 of the way, you take a break and you're just like, whew. You look at it and you see this full kind of eye sockets and head and very distinctual purpose. It's almost as if it was educational in a sense, or it was informative like a guide.
I just kind of pat it on its head. I'll be like, I'll save you for Pills.
You see like the headpiece kind of otherwise stay on such
Actually,
character.
I guess my character is more silly, so when I'll just take a look at it and then I'll just put my hands on the head and just rip it off and put it in my bag of destructive holding.
If you remove any evidence of witnessing what would or could have been the visual of such being as it gets destroyed.
I feel like I can just rebuild that later if need be.
You go to Wake Up Who for the next watch.
Actually, you know what? I feel like I shouldn't have done that, but it
You're
is
like-
what it is.
You already
But
did.
I'll wake up Pills and I'll be like, hey, it's your turn. Time for me to go to
What?
sleep. Time for you to go for your watch.
Oh, all right. I'm just gonna sit here and mess with this thing. I'm gonna have Charles. Hey, Charles, make sure you keep an eye around us. Stay vigilant. And I'm just gonna keep messing with
Charles
this.
gives me a survival and or perception, your choice. And sorry, that was me double clicking. And you give me a investigation. Charles totally tells you you're safe. As you give me an investigation. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Nice. You look at this device and you turn it on. As you hear this trilling sound of like data kind of roaring up. You see on the screen this kind of like little bright light. It almost throws you off briefly as you're just like, oh. You quickly adjust your eyes to it and you kind of wince and you see SOS. And then it spells out Society of the Small. Pops up. Logging in. Agent. Rolly Goblicon. Registered number. Redacted. You see a whole little, what would be to Pill's understandings, small little cubes on a screen, kind of just with little wording to the right, talking about just different general things like assignments, arrow drop, mystery scene, commotion, concert hall, the vampire masquerade, and then many more. It kind of just runs. It's just like a very long list that magically is withheld in this glass-like device.
Kind of poke at it. Are the tools apparent? Like, are like the navigation tools apparent?
There's arrows. Yeah, there's arrows up, arrows down. When you click on something, it highlights and gives you an information saying folder, date, open, or delete.
Oh. Yeah, scroll through it and look at the different options and what information shows up to them.
As you look through it, you realize that it shows recently viewed. Special mission 14, Formation 3, Squad Ambush. And then it has a little check mark, continue.
Continue.
As you pull it up, it gives off a very long log. The log goes over details of a mission where a specific SOS member and his crew were sent out to a coastal raid to shut down what was known as a arbiter and or rogue SOS agent who was hunting their own kind. It turned out to be an ambush. All but one survived. That one survivor was exiled due to misbelief of behavior. It was claimed that they turned on their allies and came back alone to get out of the mission. Though it has been edited just 5 days ago. Saying another story completely. The agent has been found, has told their tale in front of an SOS agent of officer authority, ending in Goblicon. They have clearance this agent of any betrayal, and has classified and clarified the story that they were ambushed and there's a betrayal in the mists. A protocol was put in place. Protocol disable. No further instructions are provided.
$5 days ago, huh? 5 days ago, and the entry was by this Goblicon?
Correct. Rolly Goblicon, which is your login that you're currently using. You imagine the device in your hands must belong to this Rolly Goblicon.
Yeah. But it was found next to this dead robot. Warforged. Interesting.
I would say dissembled based off of the appearance, but yeah.
Disassembled, yeah.
Sorry, was that 5 days ago from today or 5 days
You
ago?
don't know, you're
from...
sleeping.
About 5 days? Oh.
Rat talks in his sleep. It was 5 days ago from in-game time of the sense. So technically, it'd probably be right after Hazel and Pills went through the whole earthquake scenario before Wrath came into their life.
VR
What's happened in a
or
week?
Wrath.
Anything else you choose to do, Pills, as Charles doesn't warn you of any concern, if there was one.
Nope, I trust Charles. He's doing a good job. I mean, I'm sure there's just enough information in here to keep him occupied, probably.
Yeah,
The entire
I will provide you a slew of information after this session on a lot of SOS information, and then you can take it and decide what you think it all means until you actually do pick up on what it all means. But yes, there is a society out there you are now aware of named Society of the Small.
I'm small.
Every species mentioned in any report you read is a small species, including your own kind. There's not a single, medium, large. Literally every species on one of these tasks is a small creature. It seems to be exclusive for whatever reasons fit. And these missions range from all kinds of things to simple ops to, private. You really don't know if any of it means anything in whole, or if this is just a massive archive of logs. You're really kind of deciphering that still, but otherwise, you do understand this is an exclusive society for small creatures of your kind and those alike. It's very intriguing and quite advanced based off of the unknown verbiage used that you kind of jotted down in your own journal to find and look up or ask your party for later. Otherwise, who do you wake for the final watch?
I will wake Hazel.
Hazel. Pills disturbs
Hey,
you.
get up.
Can say this nice.
Wake up.
Okay.
Your turn.
Orson, stealth check as you go to quietly awake in your natural state. Orson wakes up with no one's knowledge as Hazel gets up for her watch. Hazel, do you wake up Miss Ellie or do you stay solid?
I wake Miss Ellie. Let me do a light. Miss Ellie always likes having snacks with me. Snacking around.
She eats some honey. She sits there with you and just. She lets you know that the owl is awake somewhere.
You couldn't go to sleep.
First thing you hear her name being called. What are you doing in the distance or within range of Hazel? Your choice.
I'm thinking maybe I want to fly up and look around to see if there's anything near us.
Okay, you take a little purview. As you fly up, you hear Hazel's voice just echo away. Hazel, you look up and you see just a little shadow, and you imagine as Miss Ellie points up at the shadow and confirms that is absolutely Orston. Orston, give me a perception check as you look out from above and you see no moon, yet there's a glare. You see no sun, yet it's dark. You see shadows, yet there's no immediate reflectors. And yet ahead, you see two sights. One being a ruin, similar to what it is Wrath spoke of. And another, about 2 miles apart, a marsh. Damp and soggy in every debris, and a large shadow moving around ever so subtly amongst it. It's very obvious that something resides there, but what it is in this hour is very hard to tell from this distance.
I think I want to just fly down and let Hazel know what I saw.
Okay, you pop down and you meet up with Hazel.
Do you see
Hazel,
something?
I
Yeah.
saw a marsh, and there was a big shadow moving around in it. I also saw the ruin that Wrath spoke of.
Forest is away.
How far?
Yeah.
It was 2 miles, right?
To your understanding.
Yeah, I think it was about 2 miles.
And what is it? It's moving, you said?
Yes, a big shadow. I couldn't tell what it was, though.
So was it one? Was it a big? What is it, dragon? Or is it just like small little creatures?
Seemed big. I say we just keep our eyes open towards that direction.
Okay. I don't want to have to fight again. Miss Ellie, are you hearing anything? Are you sniffling anything? Are you smelling?
They tell you tons of things. This whole entire forest has an ecosystem beyond the cave. But there's a lot of reptilian senses that are masking the average sized mammals that would be larger than them, usually.
Great. Austin, do you want to fly up again and see if you can figuring something out? Ugh.
Am I trying to figure out what's in the marsh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll fly up maybe a little higher this time and try to sneakily fly over there a little bit closer.
Okay. With your Alkin mannerisms, it's a bit easier than the typical Eric Hawkross that are subpar superior to your kind. As you fly over silently, it takes you a little while, but as you get closer, probably about 1.25 miles in, give me another perception check, and this is more or less to clarify what it is you see beyond the massive creature that is now absolutely understood. For some reason, the name of such beast comes to you so rapidly, though you've never seen one in real life. You've read of them plentiful. An allosaur. A large, prehistoric, reptilian type creature that only magic brought back from aeons past and eras beyond you. The recall brought things that no one can even remember existed before, and with it, the flesh, not just the bones. Allosaurs are dangerous. Their tail alone can knock your entire party unconscious in a single blow if it were to land correctly. But defeating one, now that would be something worth trading. For your conspicuous ways and values, this would be the catch of a lifetime, but also the closest to death of immediacy if anyone were to get caught by it, even once. It will not come to you all. Thanks to your natural ways of flying, your silence, it cannot track you. Anyone else of subpar skills, it would have caught the scent and immediately found the group. But is it worth telling them? Is it worth trying? That is up to you.
I think I'm gonna head back and just tell them because it's a big danger. They should probably know.
Fly back and you see Hazel starting to prep basic morning rituals of food and fire. Very, very safe from in which what you witnessed. But before everyone wakes, do you have the conversation with her or do you wait for the rest?
I'll just tell her first. I'll tell everyone, but I'll tll her first.
Okay. You arrive and discuss.
Did you figure out what it is?
I think it's an allosaur. It looks very
Hazel,
dangerous.
you would absolutely know what an allosaur is, being
I
that
wanted to ask, but I
not
was
sure.
guessing I know what it is.
Say that again.
I said I was guessing that Hazel knows it, but I wanted to ask if she knows.
Oh no,
that.
yeah, you absolutely would know what it is. Being a elf of a long age and that of nature, you would have learned about these things because of their appearance since the recall. This is
Oh.
the smallest fracture of an apex predator, I guess, would be a general standard of what you know.
Oh, that's great. I guess we should wake up the others. Is it dangerous? Is it coming in our direction? I
I
mean,
don't think it knows we're here, but it is probably dangerous, yes.
yeah, I'm aware of that. We should maybe wake the others and maybe move back into the cave. or at least in the entry.
How do you guys wake everyone else up? Do you wake them with alarm or just say, "Hey, wake up"?
Yes, wake up.
You could say it nicer.
Shut up. Or saw something.
Rat, give me a perception check to see if you sense the hostility in your sleep. I love it. You do, but you can choose to ignore it.
Share a room and then oh.
What you saw.
Orson,
Oh,
you're put on the spot before Wrath, who's rubbing his eyes in gogginess.
Hey, oh man, that's awkward. Hey, Orsted. I just immediately get up and go to Martin and Orsted.
Hey fellas, I happened to see an allosaur in the marsh about 2 miles from here. I don't think we're in any immediate danger, but I just
Hills and
wanted you
Wrath have
guys to know.
no fucking clue what that is.
An allosaur? Should we go bring it? Should we go hunt it? Should we go
Hazel, do
eat
you care
it?
to explain?
You don't want to hunt this?
Why?
Why not?
I don't want to fighting
The
this
more you
creature.
say no, the more I want to.
No, we don't.
Just like about ready to smash one. Just kidding. No, we don't. How big is it? How far away? How far away is it?
It's a large beast.
About 2 miles.
2 miles.
How big are they?
They'd be huge compared to you guys on average. Wrath, it would look large to him, but it's considered huge, just in the sense of length.
Ooh, so it's a huge beast. Yeah, I don't know if we're ready. I don't think I'm strong enough to take that on again. Not without probably double our party.
Yeah, and I gotta pack up this chassis body.
Yeah,
I don't.
let's do that now, and then we can figure out where we're gonna go.
Maybe we should go back through the cave.
We should go.
Did you guys see if the oh my gosh, what is the name of the beast? Alistar?
Allosaur?
Alice? So what? I have
An
no idea.
allosaur?
Allosaur. Sorry.
It's fitting
that,
for Wrath not knowing.
Is that in the direction of also the religious building?
Up to the east, you would know.
Could I tell how far it was from the religious building?
Probably about a mile and a half, give or take.
It was about 1.5 miles away from the religious building.
Oh, it's probably way too close then for comfort. I'm just trying to figure out, where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go back to the bridge, or do you guys want to go back to the cave and explore some more? Or
Was
try
it
to back.
south or north? Sorry.
So I guess in respective terms of where you stand, south would be back in the cave. North would be to either the ruin or the allosaur.
Okay, so the allosaur is okay that way. Yeah.
North, yeah.
Well, I think there's another tunnel that goes farther down that we haven't looked at yet. We could always take a
You
look.
want to send Charlie? Or do you
Sure.
want to...
Let me pack this up first, and then we'll.
Sounds good.
Who ties you to it?
Do we do our short rest or our long rest now?
Yeah, you could trigger it. Yep.
I'll tie him to it. Actually, does anybody actually have higher survival, if anything? If it's survival, I don't even know.
I have 15
Or like plus, what's the mod for survival for you guys?
plus 5.
Oh
-1.
Go for it. Tie him off, Orston.
Am I rolling survival?
Yep. If you're gonna tie him, right? You need to be tied to it, correct? Still, because it's
That's what we
just
talked about. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, well, because I know once you get to a high enough level, you can like force things in a sense.
Oh, I'll be packing these things up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This you successfully take it in. Thankfully, you kind of recall that you needed previous space to get in last time, so there's a small little pocket, and this creature is not as big as a fisser.
I attempt to untie the rope.
You give me a sleight of hand. Let's see if this knot's done well, because it is, but let's see if you pick up on it. You take a woo-saw moment, and you just take a really sweet time going about it, and you do pop out in a short few seconds. Meanwhile, while we all wait for our dear friend to yet again reappear, what do you guys discuss? Without
So, where do you guys want to go?
So we're going to this cave, right? We're all in
Yes.
agreements that that's where we're going.
Well, I think so. Hazel, what do you think?
Sure. In the cave.
Into the cave, I suppose. To the bridge or further into the cave. And I guess we'll see if Charlie can scout out the rest of the cave.
Can you not say that we send Charles more into the cave and see what's going on?
Did you guys have like a weird, like... Did you guys hear anything weird last night while you guys were on watch?
No. I was more worried about this creature, that it's maybe finding us.
Orston,
Did you
did you
hear
hear
something?
anything? I heard something calling from either the caves or... What do you guys think? It says... I heard something that said, history tells at the runes ahead. I feel like if we want to find out the history of the land, the runes ahead might be the answer to it. But is that the runes of that building, or is it the runes inside the cave?
Maybe we could send Charles in over here to see where that thing goes, and then we could decide if we want to go to the ruins or that way.
Okay,
Also,
sounds good.
for purposes of long resting, is it considered a new day or just a long rest?
It's just considered a long rest. You guys don't know what time of day it is.
Oops.
It's okay.
Time we
It's
have.
still a long rest. Yeah, the new day part wouldn't matter to you guys, and the cancels
Okay.
on your sheet. Yeah, you're good. Whatever you click won't affect it.
I am one day into the future, than Orston. Just kidding.
What time we have actually?
Oh, he said we
Do
don't
you
know.
have a way of telling time?
Nope.
We're outside at the moment, right?
So is
Give
it
me-
dark or is it? I mean, it was dark, or
Give me
Oh, no.
a insight check. Worse than
There are two suns.
you fly up again, Orston. Where is the light coming from? There's no heat, no source of direction in which you feel this bath. Odd.
Okay, I want to fly down and immediately kind of exclaim, "Hey guys, where's the sun? Where's the moon?"
What do you mean? Isn't it up there? Isn't it? That's how we're getting light?
I don't see it. Where are we?
what do you mean you don't see a sun or a moon?
There's
You have
no
to see
sun or
one of
moon
them
in the
at least.
sky.
As you all
I
look up,
mean-
everyone but Orston, give me a survival check.
Am I back from the thing, or am I still in there?
Oh, you're back. Sorry. You would have poofed back, but no one would have been giving you any attention as you see them all looking up. You can join them.
Let's see shit.
Pills, you pop out. What's everyone doing? Wrath and Gang are all looking up, clueless for a brief moment, but Wrath realizes that there's like the perfect degree of light, the perfect temperature, but yet there is no radiance of feeling that. You don't know where it's coming from. There's no ventilation, there's no air of wisps or breath. There's no heat rays of radiation coming across as UV. But yet, you all feel as if you were outside. You all feel proper as if you were outside. Nothing seems out of the ordinary other than the fact that you all can't seem to identify where the sun or the moon.
That's weird. So are we still inside, guys? Because there's no sun or moon. Are we still inside the cave?
It doesn't look like it, but maybe. Maybe this is an extra room.
I flew pretty high and I still couldn't see the sun or the moon.
And then there's the ruins in the marsh and the creature that's further in the distance. How does this
You
happen?
know, when we first got here and I had Charles looking around, I think there was like a strange magical presence, like something very familiar to Charles.
Could this all be an illusion?
Good was thinking that.
Does our special map tell us exactly where we are, or do we have to
Absolutely
just
not.
figure it out? Okay.
It's not even special map. It's just a map.
Can Hazel figuring out if we kind of, how should I say this, like that we're hallucinating, or like is she familiar with something around that? Is she figuring
Sure,
something out?
I could say Hazel can focus in on their roots as you hone in. Give me a perception check at advantage as you just really try to feel your surroundings. These are real trees. They are growing from real light, but trees don't need sunlight to thrive. Artificial lights are used all the time for wood elves when they're in dark groves or heavy canopies of natural growth. But where is it coming from? Why does the sky go infinite? Why can one fly and see an ocean from another view? That is what you can't explain. You can't explain, sorry. But what you can say is that the grass is real. The tree is real. The sap when you stab it is real.
So it's like each one of these exits we go out of, we go to like a different place.
Insight check, Pills, as
Seems
you
like this.
say that aloud and your gut twists.
I was just thinking about that too. I was like,
Mm.
That's ridiculous. You come out with right after. How implausible could that be?
Good job, Pills.
I think time for pills to die.
Oh my god. No.
Pills was onto something and just bites his tongue to think further about it in intense self detail.
I just go back to scrolling through my thing. I was like, "Phew."
Yeah,
Guys, let me know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, there you go. Love it.
all right, do you want to send Charlie back into the cave, or do we want to venture into this mystery even further?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'll send Charles. Yeah.
Hills, did you hear what I said earlier with Hazel and Orston? Did you ever hear the words of history? What the heck is it?
He tells at the ruins ahead.
Thank you.
No, where'd you hear that?
I heard it last night when I was walking around the entrance of the cave.
Who
But I'm
told
not
you
sure
that?
if it just entered into my mind.
Did you eat something funny?
Nope, didn't eat anything funny. Just my old silly rations of jerky.
Oh. Maybe they've gone off.
Do you
No,
think
I
that's?
didn't.
Do you think that's
I didn't
this
hear
area? Do you want to explore all the way down the ruins? Maybe the
Isn't
Allosaur
that
is
what the big thing is?
maybe the Allosaur is fake too.
Could be. Maybe it's an illusion to keep us away.
Maybe.
But
Hold on. Okay. One thing at a time. Let's look through the tunnel first.
Okay.
Then we'll make a decision about which of the three places to go.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
You
right,
sent
I will
Charles?
send Charles through. Yeah.
I feel like we're playing with death here.
What if we entered like a time portal?
Charles goes through a very heavy mushroom growth area, and further down, the tunnel continues.
There was an interesting emphasis there.
on
On mushrooms?
mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's just a large area in which many mushrooms were growing. As they pop into what looks to yet another grove, as they do, they see here, as Charles goes in here, let me pop you over to another map. Sec. Let me know, I'll pull you pills. You would see. 1 second, let me remove any blockage. This, as Charles could fly high enough to see the entirety. Ahead is a grove. You come out of the cavern and you head out further, and a grove of nothing but death lies ahead. Charles can sense in the air the simple copper that still lingers from the kills, and they're not fresh.
Did you say copper?
They could smell the copper in the air from the death, and they are not fresh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What is copper death?
Do they go further in, or do they are further out, or do they head back?
I think they head back.
They head back to you at the cusp.
So that other option, lots of dead bodies. Lots of dead bodies.
How do you know?
I saw them.
Oh, okay. What kind of bodies were they?
Various
Arrangement.
kinds of
Yep.
bodies.
Full arrangement. Probably enough bones to build a museum.
Okay.
So I think, maybe this way or the first way.
The first way.
Door 1 or 2. Maybe not 3.
What if those bodies are an illusion too?
Well, then they're obviously trying to hide something. All right, let's take a vote.
Ooh.
Door 1,
Yes, me and Ellie.
you get 1 vote.
Me and Ellie.
That's 1.
Ellie's too.
Door 2,
I raised my hand.
Which one is door 1 and which one is door 2?
Door 1 is the first place we went to.
The
one
bridge.
the
bridge.
the coastal
bridge.
potential, yeah.
Are we
And-
ignoring the ruins? Or are we
No,
just...
that's door 2.
Oh,
door 2.
okay.
That's where you guys are.
All right, so door 1.
Yes, me and Ellie.
So we have no idea where that bridge really goes, do we?
No.
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in the ruins. I think there might be treasure there. Orson is losing his mind over the idea of treasure.
Sure.
So door 2 is Orston
And Wrath.
and Wrath. All right, that's
Let's
already
kill the
So door 2 it is.
the
Why? You
Alistar.
put it to one, then we have one
Wait,
button
wait,
too.
wait. Wait. What about
Hell was
Martin?
the treasure hunter. So
Martin's
He has a vote.
scared.
What about
Martin's-
Ellie?
Ellie
Martin's
chose
scared.
one.
And,
Ellie says one with me.
Yeah. So Martin is scared and goes with.
he's like, I don't want to do number 3. I don't want to do number 3. I don't want to die. I'm the only one that's left.
He's just
no,
sad.
there is another one.
I'll go with number 1.
We had 5.
Travis Jr.
There
is
are
back
2
at camp.
other ones.
Oh.
So Martin goes like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I'll go with
Yeah,
number 1.
Ellie too.
So they choose not. They abstain from the vote, leaving us at door 2, where you guys currently reside. Now the question is, there's a fork in the road. You guys can walk toward the ruins, or go and visit this Mirage Allosaur.
Oh boy.
What is when you send Charles a little bit more away? Because he's smaller and Orson is a little bit big. Maybe Charles sees something more and can fly a little bit wider than Orson.
Well, he already saw what it was. I don't know what you want him to look at.
Yeah, if there is more danger there.
There's a big ass dinosaur. That's a danger enough.
I could probably fly closer. I have pretty good stealth.
Yeah.
So, but, sorry. So, can we get to the ruins without going to the dinosaur?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was actually trying to
okay.
figuring out.
Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just ignore the dinosaur?
How far does an Eldritch Blast go? Just
120
120 feet. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I
So
was
you
gonna
guys
be like,
head toward the ruins.
I would like to go towards the ruins, yes.
All right.
Greed is driving me towards the ruins.
You guys head to the ruins.
Risk.
Yeah.
Risk
Yeah.
towards the
Oh,
ruins,
okay.
but I also keep eyeing the Allosaur.
Excuse me.
Wrath's risk takers.
His entire name with an S. Bills. Second. Looking for Forster.
Risk it for the biscuit.
You guys all arrive here at the ruins. As you do, you see a beautiful structure rising tall from the base level, completely sealed. No windows, no entries, but a staircase going to the second floor, which is an open area. You see a beautiful, like, emblem above. Wrath, give me a religious check to see if you can identify anything in which this structure has as symbolism. Pills, Orston, Miss Ellie, and Hazel. The three of you give me insight checks. Or four of you.
It's on purpose that we don't see anything yet, right?
Duh.
I just
I
see
mean, you
grayscale.
see, like,
I'm-
you should see, like, well, Wrath is blind, but some of you guys might see, like, yeah, grayscale.
Sorry, what was it?
Depends.
Wisdom?
Correct.
Wisdom check.
Miss Ellie is not on the card on the map. The card. Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
there it is. Whoa.
Yeah, what is this gray square?
Which gray
I
square?
don't know.
There's like a gray square. It's like over.
King- oh, like
Whoa.
this area, you mean?
Okay.
On the right?
Yeah, it's around here.
Yeah, it's a big old,
Yeah.
it's a big map. That's all blocked.
No, it's like centered right on top of us.
Oh, I don't see a square.
I guess it's like some of the effects. Is there something?
I'm not seeing it either.
I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, maybe refresh real quick.
I think it's centered on Wrath.
Oh, it
you-
might be the
oh,
effect.
it's the effect. Yeah, it's not a gray square. It's an effect, but that thing's like impossible. to
Oh.
use. Hold on. Let me see if I can. It's his aura of
Oh,
courage. It's constant.
maybe it's a Safari problem.
Oh, he is
Oh,
using
it could-
Safari? Maybe.
Yeah.
Let me just turn it
That's
off. and see
no
if that
big
works.
deal. I'll try Chrome next time.
It still goes
No
off.
big deal.
Yeah, I actually can't turn it off. Oh wait, let me see. I see. Is that gone now?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
All right, I figured it. Okay.
You guys don't want my aura of protection? Fine.
Yep. Nope. They want to feel in danger all
Come
the
over
time.
here, Martin. Come over here, Martin.
We know it's still there. So that's what that was.
They don't know. I don't have to use it.
As you guys arrive, you see this massive structure before you with stairs running up and no entry from the bottom floor. Wrath, let me see, Wrath. What did you roll? Wrath, you roll. You didn't roll. Oh yeah, you did 23. Yeah, you did. You're good. You see that this is symbolism for a non-god. It is a belief in a creature in which you have never seen before. If anyone had to make an assumption, it would be pills. You would recognize this creature to be depicted as a Wendigo. A Wendigo in this world is a creature that doesn't have a true visual. No one's truly been able to capture witnessing it. Instead, all the tales are told from those in which who have died. Yet if they're dead, how could they tell their tale? Yet this fits the perfect description of what a Wendigo would be.
This is a very unique church, guys.
Yeah.
I don't see any depictions of a god or anything like that, or even a demon.
Have you ever heard of anybody
Animal?
worshiping one of these?
Oh yeah, tons of old, like when you so Pills, the only reason you're familiar with them is because when you would raid old tombs prior to what you understand either to be belief of gods or trust of gods, people believed in what they knew. And Wendigo creatures are usually they always look like they're complete, but all science and all data and all proof has proven that each and every single bone belongs to a different species. It's not a true creature. It could not be. But no one's ever seen one in completion with flesh. It's always been built. And very similarly, they all look quite the same, despite the actual number of bones used to build it.
It's
What do you think
old. This
made
is an
those?
old temple.
Were they? Do you know if usually they were more on the evil or good side of things?
More
Would I
cultish
know that, or would I
practices.
just think this is
It
just
was.
what
It's.
people want?
Yeah, it's just more like what people worshipped. I mean, everyone would look at it as a cult if they weren't true gods, but I mean, a cult isn't necessarily bad back then. Cults nowadays are usually negatory, but back then, cults were just a separation of practice of what was known. So
Right.
you wouldn't really know whether or not this was like evil. I mean, this whole place looks quite well nourished, very cared for, beautiful growth, dangerous if that. It doesn't. If it was a place of disdain, you would have sensed more harm and hostility. It seems more welcoming and historical.
Okay.
Well, you should be able to tell us. Shouldn't you? You should know this kind of stuff.
Does Hazel
I mean, this isn't a god,
notice
but
something?
I don't know. I don't know if I've really seen this before, but
Hazel, give me an Arcana check
it seems
or
okay.
investigation.
Some kind of detect good or evil or something, or
You want me to use that?
I don't know how it works.
Or investigation.
Concentration spell.
Cool.
From a quick flyby, Orston, you understand the way the structure works is as so. On the very top is a beautifully laid out inactive fountain. That fountain's not working, but if it was, it would never bleed out to this pool, even though it looks like the structure itself would give. Instead, it would recede down, pouring into something below. The only entrance into the structure itself, without forcing a way into magic, is this well in the very center in which where you stand. Looking below would place you right here on the second floor into the little table here present before you. That would then allow you to venture through the rest of the building. You imagine that it's been closed or sealed from the outside because of the general stature of what could be found here. Though you're not the brightest when it comes to reading multiple languages, you understand that there's a slew of history kept within just the very fragment of the structure and the general tapestries and books held within, just from your intake of your perseverance. Miss Hazel, or Hazel, I apologize. This place does swell with old, ancient auras. In fact, you begin to see the trees wakened, or at least shudder. You hone yourself, and you hear this slow accent. Briefly, real quick, while the rest of the team discusses amongst themselves, pop into the quiet chat.
What? No. No. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Good luck.
Yeah.
Don't die on us. What do you think, Orson?
So he was saying down the well, I see the second floor?
I don't know.
I could have sworn that's what he said, so I was like almost about to say Orston jumps down the well, but I didn't want to make a bad choice.
Yeah, I think he meant ground floor.
No, because
Yeah.
he specifically pinged second floor and
Oh,
then said,
really?
"Yeah, I saw him ping this table." He said, "You're looking at the table." I didn't know if he meant. I I swear he said I was looking down the well and saw that.
That's so weird because you would think it's all underneath here.
Yeah, because he said up here the fountain flows like into itself and goes down instead of outwards like here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And I could have sworn he was talking about the well, but I don't know. I guess I could ask.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that there's probably valuable stuff in here that I want to pilfer.
Same here. Someone's doing some throws.
Oh no, that's kind of scaring me. A wisdom saving throw. I wonder if there's anything living in here.
I know. I'm trying to see if I should cast detect magic or detect good and evil.
Do you have detect life?
No, I only have detect good and evil, or magical items.
Yeah, I feel like the detect magic might be good for finding stuff.
That's what I'm thinking too.
They've got to have something here.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
Give him a second to pop back in.
Can I ask you a question,
Go for it.
DM?
Yeah.
You were saying that I was looking down the well and onto the second. I could see the second floor.
Yep, that's
Oh,
correct.
okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, very confusing. I love the question. That means you're paying attention.
That must
So,
mean we're on the 3rd floor then. Interesting.
So most of this
from
place
your
is
guys' this understanding of most of this place being within a box,
most
you
of this
see
place underground.
the structure itself is above the surface, quite large, but there's no entry from the base level until you go up the stairs to above it, and then a second ranked tier.
So
Hazel, go ahead. Sorry.
sorry, I was gonna say this well right here
Correct.
leads
Takes
to
you to the
second
second
floor.
floor. Correct.
Oh, okay.
You all see by the statue in which Hazel looks over just this massive amount of wind come up and just pull all of the debris of twigs and leaves and all of your surroundings on the structure itself off, almost making it anew outside of any natural growth or customary purposes to it. It looks pristine and shined, and you all hear this like kind of moaning as if there's this roaring nature of wind turbulating around you all. Yet only Hazel seems to be unaffected by it. Hazel turns around to look at the rest of the party, and it stops. The weather subsides and rests, as it should.
Did you hear that?
The wind?
Interesting.
I was just a little. My stomach was hurting a little bit. Sorry, so I went over to the corner. Hopefully it wasn't too loud.
Oh my god.
Hey, I have a guy, or I had a character that had IBS, and that was just
Oh
legendary.
god.
One of the players fell in the poop, fell down, like it was the whole thing. Anyways, it was a Yanti. It was great. Orston, do you respond to hearing anything?
I felt some wind, but I was kind of transfixed by looking down this well.
Oh,
Wait, did you
wind.
hear something?
That's
Maybe I just imagine things. Who knows?
With that, we will pause it here with mystery and discovery of an entry that makes little to any sense until you're within, perhaps. Yet, has any of this cave made any common sense? We will continue your guys' discoveries and uncoveries and see what you actually get to the surface back with, if at all, or with anyone. For all we know, Martin might be the sole survivor. After all, they always come out of the crevices alone. But we will see next week. Anything before we
right.
all wrap it up? Any questions, lingering comments, or thoughts?
No, I think
My
no.
Yeah,
No.
my only thought about the building is like, oh, I see an oval shaped room up top where we're not at, but then Orson's looking at the second floor somehow.
It's very
Anyways,
interesting.
interesting.
It goes down, I think.
I don't even know. There's no sun. I don't know anymore. And there's a prehistoric beast.
The discovery is yet to be found. Until next week, we will see what decisions you make. So far, you guys have been doing well and surviving, but we'll see how long you can continue to survive. Until then, you guys have a great night.